live talk.
Yeah, of
Speaking
course.
of which, we're live now.
Oh.
They missed all the good stuff, though.
Preview.
Yeah, they missed all the good stuff.
No, I'll bring the good stuff up. Hey, chat, which evil monster mommy are you most invested in? I'm Team Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, I'd actually give that one to you over Orin, to be honest with you.
Let's go!
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
she went. So she went a little bit over too much with Orin.
No.
She's so tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she's just
we
not-
all
she's
know
not tall.
about you and that.
Shut up! Listen,
I climb.
carry me!
So, yeah, it's been a hot minute, guys. How have you all been? Even though some of you I've seen less than a couple hours ago. And you unsuccessfully tried to kill me.
I got close. If it weren't for that meddling cameraman, I would have gotten away with it
The
too.
cameraman got me too.
Too bad. Womp womp. I'm still here.
Motherfucker. If y'all haven't checked it out, A Murder Most Foul is a live action role-playing game that's a murder mystery that is completely improvisational. So the murder victim and who does it is off the cuff every time. And it's really good. It's a great time. You can play with your friends at dinner or brunch, and I run at the library sometimes, and it's hilarious. You should check it out. Who's
You don't
the
want
fucking
to
author?
play with me because I am unkillable. I'm too wily. Too good.
Amber, is it
I have to
Sixpence
try harder
Games?
next
Yeah,
time.
Sixpence
Next-
Games is the
smart.
publisher.
Too
Yep.
smart.
Here, I can post it in chat.
Yeah,
You got to build it
really
up,
cool
Jess,
game.
because everybody will just be like so happy when I finally do
Light
get killed
read,
in
not
one.
ton of
Fair.
pages.
That is fair.
Yeah.
That's awful.
So what you gotta
Sometimes
do.
that's
Oh
great.
yeah, 74 pages total.
Yeah, it's a
Yep,
great.
and a bunch
it's
of
a
that
fun
are
game.
pre-made scenarios with characters already
Mhm.
generated for the event too. Like really, really simple but elegant game. Nice,
Good stuff.
nice.
We know you have something you want to gush about, Amber. So I'm just going to give you the floor and let you gush.
The next game I want to talk about, guys, I accidentally got access to the Stone Top Play kit yesterday, and I've been looking at it, and like I've never been more excited for a game in my entire fucking life. Like it's 3 years overdue on Kickstarter, so caution, caution, everybody. But like I gave them my money today and pre-ordered it anyway. Like I can't contain my enthusiasm for this game. It's they're pitching it as Hearth Fantasy. And it's Iron Age, vaguely European, kind of like Celtic, Wales-esque area vibes and stuff. But it is the perfect size and scope. It is the size and scope of game that I've been looking for my entire fucking life and have never completely found anywhere before. So I love narrative games like Powered by the Apocalypse and things like that, but I'm not super good at running them because I'm not great at GMing like consequences and like intrigues and like entire adventures off the cuff. But I love the mechanics of them, so I'm forever torn between incredibly crunchy games that are very strict that you can get like a very detailed module for, which I don't love the system for, or very narrative-driven games that are flexible and light and really fun, but like there's just not enough meat for me to have good ideas fast. This game is the answer. It's Powered by the Apocalypse, but they've added, I don't want to call it crunch, but they've added more to the system. So people who like look like a little more crunch because it helps them like picture things or imagine things or gives them ideas for what they can do, this game will do that for you. But at the same time, it's not stifling and it is flexible and it is fiction forward.
I am one of those people, actually. Like I find like with Powered by Apocalypse, it's fun, but sometimes I find that like
If you had
okay,
a little more written guidelines,
just
you'd
had
have
a
more
little
ideas for
more,
what to do.
I would have,
Yeah.
I would feel better about it, right? It's same thing. Like it works. I always found it works really well when we do like our one shots or even like a very, very short kind of campaign, like when we did Crossroads Carnival. It works well enough. But if you were to go, 10 sessions on that, it starts to feel like you don't have enough. Like that's just kind of how I feel. The reality is it's probably just because we're so used to crunchy games where you write everything down, right?
Yeah, and some people
Yeah.
are super good at generating
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff right off the cuff and keeping
Like
it
Rainy.
cohesive.
Like Rainy. Rainy is amazing.
Like Rainy.
Yeah.
Rainy is a great PBTA GM.
Yeah.
But this game is the answer if you're in that in between area or you like need more, but at the same time don't want to sacrifice that fiction forward sort of mechanic. It's brilliant. It's like 1,000 fucking pages long because it's a closed sandbox essentially. It focuses on a region and there's more stuff out there. There are big cities and knights and wizards and stuff and all that elsewhere, but that's not here. And it centers the narrative around this little village of 300 people in this Iron Age town, and the community is the heart of the game, and it's the heart of your story. And everything you do is to defend it, protect people within it, explore their stories, go out and get resources for it. So there's a community building, and like strong base building mechanic in it as well. But like the area around it is so richly detailed, and it's richly detailed with possibilities instead of like definite. So like there's a for every like monster, there's a list of like 5 or 6 things most people know, things few people know, things almost no one knows, and some of them are contradictory, and you get to like pick from the menu, but you can like immediately picture this creature from the options available and like wiggle it in wherever you want. And there's like set locations and stuff that are detailed. There's religions. So it's only 4 main gods though, so you're not bogged down by like pantheon of like 400 gods Pathfinder. And there's a few different like communities that are out there that you like trade with and everything, and it's just like it's the perfect scope.
And you steal cows from the other communities.
You don't have any cows. I don't know. I haven't read far enough to know if any of the other nearby communities have cows, but you can certainly steal cattle.
I want to steal cattle from
Stone
other
Top
towns.
starts with 2 horses.
That is
2
my dream.
communally owned horses.
That I want to have in life is to
And
steal
goats.
cows from my neighbors, which is one of the things that drew me so much to RuneQuest.
You
Is the
definitely
stealing
steal
of cattle. Excellent. Okay,
They'll probably
I'm
take
in.
offense to that.
That's fine. We can
And
fight
then
over
you
it.
just roll with the consequences.
Violence is an option.
It's also got that dark edge of darkness that I love too. So there are things below. There are some very Lovecraftian, deep,
That was nice indeed.
dark beings that you will meddle with eventually, or they will meddle with you. And
Excellent.
there's the Fae, the communities on the border of the Great Wood. So there are Fae creatures in there, and they're the type of Fae creature I like, where they're beautiful and alluring, and they're dark and they're twisted and they're disturbing and they're bewildering. And it's just such a delightful game. So if any of that sounds cool to you, I encourage you to check it out. You will get the PDFs and everything of what they have complete so far if you pre-order it. They send the PDFs out in batches. I accidentally acquired mine and then backed it afterward. But yeah, it's really overdue. A lot of people are upset about that. Some people are not, though, and they're just like, I want them to take as long as they want to produce their vision, how it is, and create this perfect game. The writing is very, very good. The people seem very, very cool, and I'm super excited about it. So that's Stone Top. It's being published by Penny Lantern Press, and you can pre-order it and get access to those PDFs. It is a completely playable game right now on the PDFs alone. There are a few things that are missing, but you can play this game. It's ready to
Things
rock.
I learned in reading through the comment section on it, though, was that, and I knew that Call of Cthulhu 7th edition came through as a Kickstarter when they relaunched Chaos and basically relaunched
Oh yeah,
themselves.
did you see people explaining well, this isn't even the longest overdue
Yeah,
I've ever
because
had.
yeah,
They
that
just
was
went
launched in
through and
2014, and I think it
Chaos.
took 4 or 5 years to come out. Yeah, so yeah,
all the Call of Cthulhu things take long.
and for some reason also there are some things that still haven't been some backer rewards they still haven't gotten some people for that stuff. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I popped the link in the chat for Stone Top for anyone interested. I popped their Kickstarter in there.
They don't know I exist. I'm not, by the way, being paid in any way.
yeah, we
I'm just
never
really
are,
excited.
honestly, for this
None
stuff.
of these people know we
yeah.
exist.
I mean,
we
yeah,
are just
that will,
actual nerds who like the stuff when we talk
and
about
that's
stuff.
the thing. It doesn't matter if they know we exist. I'll talk about Storybrewers all day, and they don't know that I do on stream. I mean, I've met
money.
them, but I'll talk about it all day, up, down, and sideways. So
Oh, that reminds me, I still owe you some stuff, which I will get to.
me?
Yeah, you. Storybrewer stuff we talked about. I'll talk about it. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Secret Story Brewers exchange.
One last order of business before we test Amber's memory is that I have some gifts for everyone except for Chris. Sorry, Chris, you weren't around when this happened, so you have to suffer. But we'll make it up to you. All right,
Aww.
Justin.
Doctor.
Wow. You fucked everything up, dude.
I don't think he knows.
No, you can't do that. You fucked
What do
up
you
the
mean?
layout.
It makes the layout we have on the stream. Everybody changes places and goes halfway through when a camera goes
Now
off.
Chris has
That's
to
actually-
fix everything.
That's really good to know because
He's
now
like,
I
no,
can know
use
whenever,
that.
Now, whenever you guys
With more
displease
malice.
me, oh no!
Whether you knew or not.
didn't think it would
that
actually
was
do
Perfect
that.
chaos.
But it's fine.
This isn't the perfect time though. I have to go plug in my computer.
Yay!
Did ask to the top of
remembered.
stream chat.
Uh-huh.
Did ask before. All right, I will redo this then, since that's just what I always have to do. And then I will talk about what I have for everyone.
Fucking trickster assholes.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
You-
play
you
with
asked
Chris.
my
It's going to be so
answer.
much fun.
The question was just
Asked you. I asked you if the camera was, if your computer was plugged in, and you said, "Oh yeah," and you lied.
no,
you
no,
lied
no. I
to me.
said no. I said
Oh,
no. My computer.
I wasn't really listening to your answer.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh no, I might go right now. So if I disappear, that's me.
Watch you just finish fixing the layout and then Jess's
I was
computer
gonna say,
dies.
don't you
Oh my
dare!
God.
Don't you fucking dare!
I'll just keep fixing it until I am done.
Alright.
I'm a patient
No,
man.
I think I'm good.
Do-do-do. Fortunately, I don't think many people are on yet.
Still shows.
Yeah, we're so professional. Very high quality stream.
Ah, fuck it. The people that know us know what they're here for.
Yeah, they're getting it too. Shenanigans.
Hmm.
Jessica. Lady Jessica.
I should.
I'm like aware your full name is Jessica, but like my brain can't. I'm like, no, it's Jess. That's her full
Yeah.
legal name.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like when you meet people, right, and you like hear the people around them just what they're calling them, right? Like I prefer Jessica, but a lot of people call me Jess.
You prefer Jessica?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I do, but I mean, it's also like one of those things when people start changing what they call me, it's weird, right? Like I'm fine with Jess too. Yeah.
that's like every time Mandy calls Christian Chris, my brain just short
No,
circuits
no,
for a
I
second.
already
I'm
know
like,
Chris. Oh, I also have a
That's
stroke
not his
when everybody
name!
calls Christian Chris.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
because
know.
there's Chris LeVake, and then there's Chris, like Welshy Chris, and then there's Christian, and I can't have three Chris's. There just can't be.
Yep.
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 I'm fine being Christian. Most people do indeed call me Christian. They didn't name me Jew when I was born. All right. So anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. We have gifts from Dustin, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight. But Dustin is Gilris in our chat. But he made some cool stuff for us, which are
Oh my
these.
God, I heard gifts and I automatically thought they were from you.
No,
This is
no, these are from Dustin.
insane.
These are dice trays. Okay. They're magnetic.
Cool.
So you
Oh
stick
my
your dice in there.
God!
And you
He
have
made those?
a Team Chaos. Whoops, I have to get it straight. Team Chaos
No.
and a Team Wholesome.
oh my god!
So you will
Crap, that's
you
And
will
it's
receive
red versus blue, guys.
yes, you will receive your team soon. I will get them to you. I think probably what I'll do is Jess, I will give you yours and Kent's because I don't trust Amber. I will get Amber's
This
hers.
is the move.
And then Sarah, I will get yours to you at some point.
I'm so happy. Oh my
we
god.
also have this one for Rainy, which is just like the green one. That's just like yeah. This is the neutral one. Right. So yeah.
Are
Oh
those
my God. Are
3D
those
printed?
3D printed or are
Yeah.
they like
Yeah, they're
laser
3D
cut?
printed. Yep, they're 3D printed. Yep.
Wow.
Team-
those look
Whoa.
so
Team
good.
Chaos.
Thank you
Yep.
so much.
That's so
Right?
rad. Holy
Thank
shit.
you so much.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Dustin, my heart.
Very cool. They're awesome.
So
They're
how
like
many-
seeing them here doesn't do them justice. Like when you see them in person, they're so much better. And the magnets are strong. Like this, you gotta like pull to get this thing out.
Mm.
Like
Good.
and yeah.
I
So
don't know.
See, it's okay that Chris doesn't get one because he doesn't have dice anyway.
It's
oh
true.
well, there you go.
He
It's probably for
And
the best.
he's
has lost every set of dice that was ever given to him.
Uh-huh. Right,
I
Chris?
think it's
Wow.
more satisfying to yes.
He loses his character.
That's multiple dice sets.
I've convinced him
I
to
feel-
start looking at D20 spinner rings so he can spin.
Yeah.
Roll.
I've been looking at it, but that like what happens is like you get distracted by like because there's like like there's the rings themselves, and there's like these whole like things, like there's like this block like square thing where each
Yep.
like side is like its own like thing, and then I get distracted, and then
There's a D20 or a dice spinner knife.
Oh, that sounds
Oh
like
my
a terrible
god,
idea.
you guys have no idea how close I came to maiming myself playing Fishblade just because I had a knife in my hands and I
Same.
was like just fiddling with it. And I was like,
Same. Yep. Same. Because it's like I don't care if the knife's sharp. I'm still going to play with it. And
yeah, I need
I
to
have
play with it. I was
actually
like,
hurt myself
tactile.
like a lot in the past doing that. I have scars on myself from doing that.
I have
Um.
Playing
Yeah.
with knives.
Yep. It's fun until it's not.
combat E knife,
Ooh.
No.
always within reach of computer.
Wait, so cutting back really quickly. Thank you so much, Dustin. But how many team Wholesome and how many team Chaos do you
So
have?
there are 3 of each.
3 of each. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So Team Chaos is me, Amber.
oh, so Brainy gets a bonus one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, Brainy
So I
definitely
have-
team Wholesome. I don't know
Yeah,
about a
so I have
neutral.
Brent. So it's going to be you, Kent, and Sarah
Oh,
get Wholesome.
Gotcha.
Actually, you know what? Well, I can give one. To Troy, right? Troy should technically
Troy
have a
Chaos.
Team
Troy is
Chaos
pure
one too.
chaos. Yeah.
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 So I'll
Yeah.
have to get that to him at some point somehow.
because
And
Brainy does
then
have a neutral one. Okay,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
Brainy's pretty.
Yeah, you can give it to Jess and Jess can bring it and give it to him at Gen Con.
that is a good idea. That's what I'll do. I will not give that to you to give him to Gen Con.
Do
At Gen
not.
Con.
It will be gone
No.
forever, just like
I
those
know it will.
shirts into the ether.
Happens?
Yep.
And your cards. And what happened
And my
to the
business
copy
cards.
of Stars Without Number that I gave you?
I know where that is. It's in my office.
Okay.
And I know where Kent's knife is too. It is also in my office.
Yeah, but you haven't done what you're supposed to do with Kent's knife
I
yet.
have not yet. I will.
Yes. Okay.
Wait. Christian Stars Without Number, has it already registered with like the library? What is that for?
No, I have
No,
a
I have
copy
one
that somebody
to
like
literally
fucked
give
up.
Yeah, to literally give to
So
Troy.
it's not in circulation.
I was gonna say because I could just use that instead of continuing to borrow the.
Yes, I will remember to bring that back, actually. Yes. Yeah, it's like the spine, it got like kind of chewed up and stuff. So I pulled it, but I'm not going to throw out the book just because it got mangled a little bit. It's like still readable, you know?
Gotcha.
Bastards. Fucking plebes.
Access.
Mutilating my books.
Mutilating the books. All
I
right.
mean, some of
So
them
anyway.
checked it out.
Yeah.
Anytime
that's cool.
someone's sus goes near the RPGs, you should see me. I'm like just like watching them.
I've seen
I'm
that.
like, you're the guy who rips covers off of books at the corner of the stacks. And I'm like, don't touch my fucking game. Like, I will end you.
The precious collection.
So anyway, there you go. On the way.
These are
We're gonna have this
fantastic.
super cool
Super
thing.
cool.
So
I
excited.
have my dice in them earlier. It's like they're like really. It's just really cool. It's just they are really cool. Yeah. All
I
right.
could probably get some rubber to put at the bottom of those.
Hmm.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Last time on RuneQuest,
Yes. Why don't you do that? I'm gonna stop
We-
playing with these things.
spent many weeks doing the proper rituals and appeasing the spirits and whatnot to sort of like cleanse and help usher on the souls of all of the forgotten dead. With the proper shamanistic rituals and whatnot. And then we moved the Company of the Dragon into Storm's End. And we had a big old celebration about it. We had a big party. And it was really nice to see the community all together again and setting up and excited about, not being on the road for at least the immediate future and moving in with their families. And there's talk about going and finding people's like scattered families and bringing them here. And people are just like starting to really make plans about making this place a home, at least for a while. And that was exciting. And you can see the big stone block from the top of the mountains. I remembered that. And we also had the urgent news. Some of our scouts came riding back and they were like, holy fuck, guys, there's a huge fucking legion of the phalanx dudes.
The girl phalanx.
Yeah, the burrow phalanx, the phalanx dudes. Those guys. The phalanx dudes, the burrow phalanx, like 1,000 of them fucking marching down the main ass road toward Whitewall. So Whitewall, the siege there, the siegers have called for reinforcements, and the reinforcements are finally arriving. And we were like, oh fuck, we can't let 1,000 of these professional soldier murderer dudes get down to Whitewall. That will fuck everyone. So we hatched a cunning plan. And we made a speed hit, a blitz hit on.
The Blitzkrieg.
Yeah. But less German. More
Oh
Midwest.
wow!
And we waited till nightfall, and then when they were just sort of stopping and beginning to make camp and like unhitch horses and things like that, letting their guard down, we attacked them with our very small cavalry, rushing in, doing some hit and go and some archery things and stuff with some flaming arrows to burn down as many supplies as we could. On the other side, Kerr had his first chance to prove his intentions with helping us and his usefulness. He filled the entire opposite side of the road with flaming arrows, or flaming arrows as far as the Burl dudes. The Burl Phalanx dudes were considered with
dudes.
some illusionary magic. And yeah, we hit them hard and we hit them fast, and then we retreated, and it seemed to have worked. So we killed a few, caused a lot of chaos, but they ended up leaving about a quarter of their forces behind with supplies, and like the broken wagons and things like that, stuff that they just couldn't carry on after the attack. So we've reduced the 1,000 marching toward White Wall to 750, which is not bad for little old company of the dragon in about 24 hours of work. And we returned semi-victorious. 750 soldiers still pressing on our mind, as is our 250 new neighbor is-ish on the road. But before we could really dig into continuing to work out that problem, we got word that we are needed in Spawn. Spawn. That we
Yep.
are needed in Spawn. The details of what that is, I have forgotten.
Wait,
You don't know the details. You were just told you were
But I
needed.
don't know what Spawn is.
Oh, Spawn is the little town. So I'm going to pop up the map. Hold on a minute. Let me put it in.
Hopkinson.
It's where Azrala's from?
Yes.
Question mark?
Ah,
Correct.
yes.
I think it's also where our families like got. we got
Yeah.
them off.
So hold on. I'm just trying to get the map
it's
here.
really, like, it's where my
Show you
grandmother is,
guys.
Yeah, some of our peoples are there, and we were talking about bringing them here anyway. So we were like, okay, I guess we're gonna go.
So if you pop, I just popped the map in there for you guys to take a
Graham
look at. I'll
Catalina.
pop the map up here. Unkillable Graham Catalina.
You're not unkillable if I had another half hour.
You didn't though, did you?
If I had another half hour.
I was too concerned with getting caught and not concerned enough with like, you know what, I can just trust one other person and then we'll get Graham together.
So if you look at the map, you didn't get him. You didn't though. That's the problem. You
I'll get
lost.
Strahd. It's okay.
You failed. You're
Spawn?
not going to get Strahd either. So Spawn is if you look where you're at in the mountains. If you go look at the Quiven Mountains, right,
Quiven.
which are north of you guys, and you see
Yup.
Wild Mountain.
What a pretty map.
Yup.
If you go exactly to the left of Wild Mountain,
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
you see
okay.
Catjarn's Lake and Spawn.
Pretty map.
Nice little area.
And all of your folks have been resettled between Birch Cross, which is not on this map, but it's just north of Albard's Tower, and Spawn. That's where all of your families have been settled, basically, in those woods. But Spawn is where Azrala's family is from. That's an Injasi tribe. Well, that's the Injasi tribe's land.
Ah, I see it now. And there's a lake that connects to Riverways. Duck Navy, here we come.
Oh my
There are no
God.
ducks in Spawn.
God,
Sorry.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I see it now.
You have to go to the Ducklands to find the
Duck
ducks.
River Navy. The dumbest idea that I won't give up on.
I'm going to make you meet someone like Donald, too.
I'm gonna be like, oh, he's just hitting me where it hurts, but I really want this Duck River Navy.
It's not bad to recruit the ducks for help, especially since they transport so many people and supplies.
You're going to have to deal with his rich uncle, the merchant Scrooge.
Just Navy is a bit of a stretch. Navy is the kicker.
Yeah, they don't really need boats. They swim really well.
But they could mount siege weapons onto the boats.
They don't have boats. They've got like rafts.
Onto the rafts, a war raft, whatever.
Amber, what is a What?
Quackford is a place. We can have a Duckman River Navy full of war rafts, okay?
Wackford.
Yes.
Yeah, Quackford is a place.
What the fuck?
Full of
So
ducks.
yes, that's what happened. Now I don't help me remember. Did you guys get back to base? That left off, and there was some.
We got back to the base and then immediately found out about Spawn calling for us.
So I will say that Kent, you waited a while. You because Descara and some crew waited to like
Make
ambush
sure we weren't
people
followed.
in the
Yep.
woods. You were not followed. It seems like give me a battle or an intelligence roll. You can choose.
Shoot, what dice do I want to use?
Good ones. What dice am I going to put in the
Let's-
Team Chaos box?
I know, right?
Just your weirdest looking ones.
I'll use my metal ones. Not that. Battle or what?
Either battle or intelligence, one or the other. Battle would be if you succeeded, you'd probably get a chance to increase it, but with intelligence, you didn't necessarily.
Probably put my purple ones in because purple and red
Let's-
go well together, I think.
Tribe. Battle. Ugh. Nice
have a lot
metal
of
dice
ones
that
on one.
Christian got me eons ago.
Any of my gifts. Oh, those are nice. Real nice. And
That the
Yeet
It says yeet,
Yeet.
oh, it's the
and
yeet.
then the other side says fuck. Yeet.
It says "fuck you, fuck me." That's what it
Yes.
says.
That's good too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
fuck
the
you,
one, yeah.
fuck
I like that a lot.
me.
Yes.
That I like.
Yes.
Fuck me.
I did not make my battle. I got
Okay.
a 64 out of 51.
But your friend, whose name I can't remember right now, who's the cool goth horse girl? What's her
Lilia.
name? Lilia. Thank you. I have to get her character sheet up. I should get it up anyway.
Cool goth horse girl.
We have a lot of cool goth girls. There's
We
such
do.
a thing as
No,
theme.
it's
You
true.
Can you tell that part of this campaign is my own magical?
Oh no! It's another goth horse girl.
He's like, it's called fantasy.
Yeah, so you can't make fun of me
I
and tall
don't.
women.
I don't. Do I? No, I don't. I never.
You
do.
literally did at the start
Remember that
of the
time
stream?
Aranina got huge and killed all those lunars on that bridge? Yeah.
Oh, that's why I can't find her. She's in the other folder. She is around to also fail her battle roll. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, so they didn't follow you.
Excellent.
Yeah, cool, good.
Yep.
We're good. Smooth riding.
We're good. Smooth riding. All right.
I wonder if I would have had a better chance at intelligence.
So you get back, and you have the news of Spawn.
A little bit. Still wild.
Now, I will tell you that. Let me look at my map. Hold on. Let me look at my calendar. Next week, the next Wild Day. You have 2 days to Wild Day. The very next Wild Day of Fertility Week is Shalana Arroy's Holy Day, where you would be able to get your spells back, Arissa. I don't know how many of your room points you used, but that's something to keep in mind.
Oh,
You weren't
you know what?
necessarily
None, because
told-
I have so few. So I want to use it to use that day to swap power for.
I need to try to get some room points back this wild day.
if that's
Mhm. Yeah.
possible.
Okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, you weren't necessarily told when you were needed in Spawn. You were just asked to come to Spawn. And this is also like the Bronze Age where, like it's not like now where everything has to be addressed right away. But I'm just saying you can take some time if you wanted to before heading over there.
I mean, I
It's up to you.
want to go immediately since our family is there. Like that's concerning to me, the vagueness of it and that yeah,
Could be a trap.
could be a trap.
Probably is.
Could be a trap.
Oh, wait. Before all that, though, so you get home, you have this raid. The morning comes. Kerr, where do you sleep?
Mm.
I think we gave Kerr a room with his cage.
He sleeps in
Yeah.
his cage.
Yeah, he
I
does.
do.
I know.
No, you pretty much I wanted the most like awkward looking crate.
He's like 4 poster bed. This is a 400 poster bed. It's like, her, those are bars, not posters.
Poster
No,
bed.
they put me like in like the little it's like almost like a little L shape kind of thing too. So it's like the smallest one.
But do you
You have the smallest cubby. Yeah. All right.
In his cage closet, Kerr is the gimp.
Bring out the gimp.
Bring out the
Get
gimp.
sleeping. Better
All
wake
right,
him
but I
up.
mean, it's a fair question. That's where your room is, but do you sleep there?
Sometimes.
Did you sleep there last night?
Yes.
Okay. You slept well. You wake up in the morning. What do you do when you wake up in the morning?
Probably masturbate again.
I
My
mean,
mind went to the same thing.
After that, I thought of it as soon as
That-
I said it too.
Funny.
I mean, do we want to go over my entire morning?
No, I
like,
don't
have
think
like a
we do.
like a
I
ritual?
mean, we can. I think we can operate under the understanding that happens. Okay.
but it's important.
So funny when you said that last episode. Oh shit.
Yes. Like, what do I do? I get up and I don't know what there is to do.
There's like communal cooking, so you can go get some breakfast if you want. You can
I will go get the breakfast.
entertain yourself in other means if you choose, but we don't need a description of that.
I can.
What? No, that's fine.
I'm gonna post what I just said to Amber in the Meme Queen's Corner on Discord so everyone can see the.
That is my new favorite spelling. And
I've seen this
pronunciation.
before. I've seen that before.
It's
Unreal.
so good.
Yeah, I've seen that
Hey,
before.
you know what? If you're curious about what we're talking about and want to see it, join our Discord. There's the link.
Very good. So you head out and you get some breakfast, which is just like kind of some oatmeal and maybe some like dried fruit. But some of the guys and the girls who are giving you this find out and whispering amongst themselves as they look at you. Rue, Bryn, what did you do last night? You don't need to go into detail. How did you
Jorking it.
sleep? Is what? How did you jork it? Yes. And by it, you mean
We're
your penis?
making our new room cozy.
I bet you are.
Oh god, I thought that sentence was going a different way.
Yeah, we stayed in.
So, what do you do?
We probably are still like homing up like our place. Bryn wants to have 2 homes. She wants to have like one out in the woods and like one like with her community and like all the people and stuff. So they are probably still cozying up. I think I might have said this just to Amber, but Bryn has agreed to build the furniture.
Bryn is building furniture and Rue
For
is
the
finding
community
carpets and
indoor home.
tapestries.
What? So you can hold on.
Bryn is out there with her axe just like chopping wood and making like tables and shit. And Rue is like, I like these colors.
There's hold on.
Drew's also making the woods home though, so like
Yes, I'm making a lean-to and stuff and, digging in the shelter partway into the ground so it's well insulated, doing survival craft. I'm doing the bushcraft.
And Arissa's making tea for everyone.
oh yay.
Also, Doc Void, 36 months.
Wow.
That is 3 years, motherfucker.
Wow.
Holy shit. Thank you, my friend. Seriously, that's buck wild, and we very much appreciate it.
Also, urgently keeping an eye out for Vesper because we sent Vesper to Whitewall
Dude,
with
all
news warning
so
about the Legion too. So
If you have the craft to build furniture or carpentry, it is a skill,
Yeah.
craft / carpentry.
roll it.
Not-
I want to see how fast they break this bed.
Or just roll it.
She's like 100 immediately.
Rue's
Wouldn't
gonna be
even
like,
need
I'm just
help
gonna cut
with
the
100.
legs a little bit though. That way it makes me feel better.
She's like, I'm not
do
even
I
mad.
What happens if I don't have craft furniture? Do I just roll craft? Like
Yeah, you should have a minimum skill of 10%. So
yeah, okay. I do have okay. And I think
Great.
It's 10 and plus whatever you
Yeah, whatever
a
your
modifier.
manipulation
Modifier.
thing is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Bryn is also probably going to work on furniture for Orissa too.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, Arissa's frail. She's
Yeah.
like sits down in a
Arissa's
chair.
like,
Oh,
Arissa's like, let's see how
sciatica.
yours comes out first.
Arissa's frail and Kai Maurice is no carpenter.
I fail.
Nope.
Okay.
By how
Ye-
much?
You have, I will say that you have like a
It's crude.
I
It's-
should have modified it.
it's
Ah,
not like it's falling apart, but
perfect.
it's not like straight and stuff, right? So like you have like
You
like
put
you-
anything
it's
round
like
on the table like an
kinda
apple, it
like-
just like
yeah,
leaves.
like kind of like leans, or like there's legs that aren't like, it's
We have to like
serviceable.
shim the legs on things. We're like,
Yeah.
well, we'll just put stuff under it until
Right,
it's
right, right.
level.
Yeah,
It's good
yeah,
enough.
Perfect. Yep. So that's what I'm working on.
There's like 4 coasters under one leg.
Got character.
Rue loves it. It's perfect.
So as you're like you wake and you begin to stretch and stuff, I need a name, so I will find one.
Oh wait,
Using
really
the-
quickly, can I make a separate roll for Orissa's?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
modify.
like, I gave Arissa the good chair. And Rue's like, I would have too. It's good.
She's fragile.
I'll do love veil.
Burger.
I need
Oh
just
my
like
god,
a
Burger is
specific
playing
love
with my
Orissa one.
$300. No,
Oh,
Burger.
How do I get a,
Let her.
how do I get a love Orissa passion?
best
Take it.
friends.
Step going to like Valhart. You all love each other.
I did succeed on my augment.
Plus 20 to your roll.
And I rolled an 8 for my roll for Orissa. So
So check your skill because that means you get to improve your carpenter. You somehow see what you did was you made the stuff, the things you made first were the ones you kept for yourself. And then when you're like, okay, I don't understand how to do this. And some of like the older guys like the Smith, Havar was like kind of stopped by and was like, no, this is how you do it. And kind of gave you some pointers.
yes. I would have gone to
And-
Harvard to start off with too.
Yeah. Well, he was kind of like, okay, and he kind of gave you some pointers, but he was
Yeah.
busy setting his own stuff up. Then he
Well,
came by and
yeah.
saw how terrible yours went and was like, no, this is how you do it. And so the stuff you made for Orissa is like,
Perfect. That's
Orissa is-
exactly what I wanted.
Very excited and very grateful.
Thank you.
I need Amber to stop wrangling a cat because someone's coming to see her about something. So we'll just wait for her to come back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's okay. Ken had a
Listen,
question. He
Sometimes
wants
you gotta
to
wrangle
know
cats.
who's taking what room.
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing and I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah, let me find the
jot
map.
down.
I think I need
It's
Put that map back in.
the map of
it is in our
That'd be
shared file.
appreciated.
Oh, you
shared
do? You
folder
have
and
it already?
stuff.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just put it in here too, just in case you guys need it.
yes.
But now I just can't find my pencil.
There you go.
Yeah, I think so. I was talking about this with Amber too, because like she wants, I think, an inner one, and I want like an outer room.
The inner ones are much more like defended and better. They're closer to the Orlanth temple. Those would be, if you really wanted to have like hierarchy, those would be the ones that the more important people or the leaders would take.
Yeah, problem is we are somehow some of the leaders,
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You probably would be in the inner ones.
which Orissa would not object to being closer to her garden.
I just assumed you lived where the garden was, honestly.
Aw.
If that is an option, yeah, then her and Kai Maurice live by the gardens.
That's fine. That's absolutely an option.
Hell yeah.
Amber, what room are we taking?
We were taking one it was by a door. It was,
Oh, God, yeah, that's my-
I can take the one next to
I
41.
think it's 8.
Oh, that's right. You did like 8.
It's got a door, so it's easy for Syl to come in and out without having to walk through a bunch of people.
Okay, I'm good with 8.
What, you're taking the banging room?
That's what that was too.
That is why we are taking it.
So sorry for whoever's in 7.
So bad.
It's Aranina.
Yes, he is.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your neighbors. Yeah, absolutely. At some point, she's just gonna bang on the wall.
Actually,
Just
Yeah,
like,
it's like a stone. Imagine it being like a stone wall. Just bang on the stone. Like, oh shit.
honestly, Aranina should probably take 9.
I'll probably take. I think it's probably be labeled as 41.5.
41.
oh, that like sliver.
That sliver.
Nice.
That's
Slide right in.
hysterical.
Nice.
And
It's just like
Yeah.
a straight shot.
Yep, just slide right in.
Diogenes.
it's like you just walk by and all you see is him in the back of his cage, just direct eye contact.
Well, the thing is, though, like too, I'm more like this, like just kind of hanging out there, like, hey.
Hey kid, you want to buy some
It's kind of like one of those
drugs?
cats. Like, have you ever seen like cats, like when they're upside down underneath the bed, and they just like look at you, and then they just like start crawling away?
Now I'm just picturing like in The Exorcist, scuttling backwards across the
You
ceiling.
just see me like this, like against the wall, like, hey. As I go up like a lizard.
So like I did like look at those, like the rooms are a lot bigger than
Yeah, they are bigger
what
than
they
you think.
seem, because like because if you look at the right the correct thing, like 26 is like 50 feet across.
I think that's the one you said was Harvar Smithy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you need a place to put. Some of those big ones would be good stables. You need to put the horses somewhere too.
Yeah.
So probably like 16.
Mm.
Or 32, maybe.
32 was the other one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
32 for
By
the
the
horses.
main-
That because that
Yeah,
that could
by
help,
the
right?
main entrance.
And right by the main entrance. Yeah.
Yep.
2.
Wow. Yeah. That is a big place. That is bigger than I thought. I thought these were tiny.
Which one
Oh,
was the garden
it's a pretty
again?
big place.
Yeah, which one is the garden?
I think it's in the center. Like it's part of the
Yeah.
open air Orlave shrine, right?
It's open.
Or
It's
is it-
open in there. So I mean, you could have one. Yeah, you could have one in that area if you wanted to.
It's basically where Orisa wanted to put the garden wherever the garden in her vision
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I would say it's up there. It wasn't like
there.
it wasn't a huge garden. It was like a little plot, but
Yeah.
you can definitely have it there.
So
'Cause
much
it's-
room for
that's kind of like
activities.
The sacred area anyway, so it would be a good place for a garden because you'd have a Shalana Arroy shrine there now too, right? That's all.
Yeah, and
I
then
like-
we've got the Wind Shaman Man. So
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
38 would be a good, because it's like it's open enough and it's still in the center and it's kind of protected by like a back wall.
yeah, the God 38's huge. Orisa
Yeah.
can make a much bigger garden in that. And eventually, if this place, becomes more longer term and more permanent, she would also look into making a new loom house, effectively.
That is probably already being discussed because you have,
Important.
yeah, it's important to have. So,
Okay,
and that's
good.
a very big, like a Orlanthe woman thing to have, right? So you have to Arnalda. That's a big Arnaldan thing. So
Sacred,
yeah, it's
Mhm.
sacred. So that is already in process.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So Rue, after a dodgy night on the unstable furniture, you
The
walk
bed was
out
rocking
in the
for
morning.
all the wrong
Yeah,
reasons.
it wasn't. Yeah, you really just was rocking, and there was nothing you were doing.
You're just
Um,
rolling over like in
yeah,
our
you're
sleep.
just like-
Ah!
Bill's just climbing on, and it's like,
Yeah.
It's one
When
of
I
those
was, like-
otter beds that just
yeah,
rocks.
when I was like very just starting out, I had like one of those inflatable guest mattresses, as that was like my bed. Like it was like a full bed though. It wasn't like one that was like on the floor, right? But that was
Yeah.
like just what I had because I moved to my apartment. I was like, this is like whatever, this is good enough. And it had a leak in it because my dog got on it and like claws.
You'd like wake
right?
up on the floor every
Yeah,
morning.
I would wake up in like a hot dog. Like no, seriously, you would just like sink in the middle, and
Yeah,
I would
that-
wake up. I would wake up like in the middle of it and just like turn it back on, and it would inflate with me in it. I'd get
That's what
out.
happened
That's-
with me. Like
Yeah.
when I traveled with my cat, it was the same thing. I got myself an air mattress,
Yeah.
and like I knew he was
Air
just popping
mattress
me,
and
but-
cat do not mix.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
So
Air
like pretty much,
mattresses
yeah,
and
it was
any
like a
animal
hot
just
dog like
don't.
every night,
Yeah.
and he'd be on top of me, just looking
Yep,
at me.
that's
like,
it. It would be
"Holy
like
shit."
Ophelia would be like on my chest, and it would just be her and I like, burp, and I
You're
just
like, this is your fault.
pumped it up. Yep.
Wow. Marissa's furniture is amazing.
Yeah, Arissa got the good stuff. You
We got
the
the
shit
practice furniture.
stuff. You got the
And
practice
you
furniture.
know she's gonna take exceptional care of it, especially knowing this. Just like, these things will last me forever.
But you walk out in the morning, Rue, and where's the name I just got? Olarm, who is one of your warriors, is out there, like waiting for you already and looking very worried.
What is it?
Need to talk to you.
Yeah, what's going on?
So the others, they're talking about that new strange one,
Kerr.
Kerr. Right. And what he did last night. I saw it with my own eyes. All of us on the raid saw it.
Yeah, it was a huge help.
Yeah, but it was illusions.
Oh, come on.
There ain't no one but one person or sort of person that has illusions.
You're gonna take like a breath, like a give me patience and look up breath, and he's gonna go, all right, I'll talk to people.
You better hurry because they're at breakfast already starting to talk to him. Incidentally,
Shit. All right,
as
we're
you're
just gonna
getting
hurry
your
to the
oats
best
and
hope for
stuff,
people fuck
a
this
group
up.
of guys are like kind of gathering around you like, so saw what you did last night.
Saw me masturbated?
He just blinks and looks at you and he's like, no,
That's really weird. You
I
should
meant-
not do that.
at the battle. We saw what you did last night.
You saw me shit myself at the battle?
I looks at his friends like, wouldn't judge you for that, but no, it was magic that you used.
No, I didn't.
Arrows came from somewhere, and I saw you praying.
Wasn't me.
Roll me one of your social roles, fast talk or lie or something.
All right, so I
Just double down, never admit.
Never admit.
Yep, deny, oppose.
Never give up, never surrender.
Never surrender. All right, let me see this. Fast talk. This. Do I have a lie?
I would say I would think fast talk is your
Fast
lie.
talk would be
Yeah,
the
that's
lie.
the
Yeah.
closest.
All right. So how do I do this again?
P100s. Yeah,
And you want to roll under.
Trying to roll under your score.
percentiles, and you want to roll under. Now, you can also augment with one of your runes. So I know you have very high runes for lying, and you have passions that make you good at it. So if you
So you're
wanted
trying
to,
Yeah. So I'm
You
trying to
can
roll
raise
under-
your score temporarily when you augment by using
Yep.
another rune. So say like I'm gonna augment using my illusion rune. If you roll under illusion, which is probably very good, you get an additional 20% to your score
But if
for
you
that roll.
fail, you get negative.
If you fail, it gets worse, yeah. And you can
Okay.
only augment each thing like once per
Yeah.
sort of adventure
Scene.
before we
Yeah.
level up. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm trying to roll under it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh.
43.
How far under?
So my fast talk is 50, and I rolled a 43.
So it was a regular success. Okay, perfect. All right, they're like, well, Francois, did you see him? I saw him praying.
You sure you weren't watching me shit my pants? Was it like
Because sometimes I pray for mercy, you know?
If you want to, but you arrived at this time.
I'm gonna take a minute,
Fine.
and I see all these guys. Obviously, the attention is on Kerr. Kerr's talking to them, and I'm gonna wait a moment and listen and observe before I jump in and try to get a feel for what's going on here.
So they're like, what? Did you see it? He's like, I know I saw praying, and then I saw arrows. There weren't arrows showing up.
And you said,
But that
wait,
doesn't
you're
mean
praying
he's-
that I was. You say I was. So you're saying that I was praying for fire arrows, not for me not to be scared shitless. Is that what you're saying?
I think you would pray for that.
It's a weird thing to pray for.
Being scared shitless.
Yeah. No, like for fire arrows to come from the sky. That's a weird thing to pray for.
Yeah, magic.
If you had magic.
I'm gonna bang on a plate or a kettle or something.
They're all kind of like.
Friends, comrades,
Countrymen.
Romans.
Then the
My good bitches.
Last night was a victory. We didn't take any casualties, and it's in no small part due to the courage and the prowess of some of the finest people among us. Lilia did an excellent job leading the cavalry. Kerr supported us flawlessly from the western side of the road. The western side of the road.
moral support.
Our bold new archers, mounted and the ones taking up in the woods, shot true. Every missile.
There were more missiles than there should have been.
And thank the gods for that.
Things get confusing during the night.
You either fast talk or orate here, I think.
You know, all right.
Okay.
And you know what I'm gonna throw in too?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the last time one among us used a trick of the eye to save our community from starvation when the Lunars came for our cattle? It was Celadon Two Eyes, who died for our home.
That's right. And he was a hero.
Make this roll.
I'm moving closer to like the people
Okay.
who have gathered near Kerr. Just standing and walking.
Think I got it. Yes! Yes! My orate of 32 came through. I rolled a 27.
Okay, so you succeed. So they seem
I'm getting better
general.
at this.
Everyone's kind of like, oh, yeah, he has a point. No, we did win. And they especially seemed like your discussion of Caledon. They're like, oh, Caledon did die for us. Oh, Caledon was a good one. Oh, he got drunk though, and he tried to bang the wife that one time. But so for the most part, people seem mollified, but still,
For now.
Rastar is still pushing this a little bit. He's like, I'll never say that Caledon wasn't a hero, but look, Caledon, rest him with the gods. Gordangar swore for Caledon.
I take your point.
And if we're going to have someone who maybe isn't what he says he is, and he kind of just side eyes Kerr a little bit. Maybe he is
Like
what he says he is.
you?
Maybe he's not. I don't know. But I think we would all feel more comfortable if that person, well, if someone swore for them. It is tradition.
It's still very early. Kerr is a guest among us. For now.
Fair enough.
Just treat him with hospitality.
I
If he
wouldn't say I
decides
never
to
would.
stay among us longer, we will discuss all appropriate options.
All right, that's fair. He looks at Kerr and he goes, I mean, no disrespect. I only need to know who we're riding with. Dangerous times.
What do you mean? Who we're riding with?
Who we're riding with.
The quality of your character, Kerr. These are dangerous times. There are manipulations and things about. You've just met us and we've just met you, so people have questions. Understandably.
I'm hurt.
Are you?
No.
No.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure you're taking equal measure of us as we are of you.
Sometimes.
Sure, come have breakfast with my friends and I.
I would love to.
Everywhere
I
Brenna's like, I will
sidelock-
kill you.
I will side eye the man that was accusing me of I don't know what he's accusing me, and saying I will have an eye on you as well, sir.
He's not looking at you suspiciously anymore. He's just kind of like, you raise good points. He's a guest. I'm honor bound to respect that. But I'm also kind of going to be like,
I look at the other people too.
oh, we both all around. You got him if you need him. All right.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Des, what have you been doing all this time? If you want, Des and
Ezrala.
Alyssa, you can.
Oh my god.
You can, if you want, you can, you horny motherfuckers, you can show up.
It's
I'm
new. We're young.
First off, I'm literally asexual, so let's start there. But second off,
No,
I had to make
the highest offender.
yeah, because it's funny.
She stirs hijinks.
I'm
She does stir the hijinks.
hilarious,
You are.
Christian.
You are. I think I have to ask Dustin for a chaos one for you.
I'm like quiet
Secret, we're
chaos.
all-
In Thirsty
actually
Sword
chaos.
Lesbians, the ace character is the trickster.
Then there we go. I'm
true.
just a little shit.
Fair. All right. You can. What I'm trying to say is, regardless of who or what you did last night, you can show up at exactly this moment, Des. Same thing for you, Arissa.
Yes, Arissa will show up to get some good
Breakfast
food.
with Kerr. We will sit at what will become our usual table, but is still too new to be our usual table.
Sorry,
Table.
sorry, Kung Fu Federist put in chat hashtag a little shit. Yes, me.
Also to our
Hashtag
Discord.
lotion.
Exclusively for you.
Listen, I will add that
Yeah.
to myself as a tag as
Mm.
the baby of the
You
friend
should put that
crew.
on your resume, also known as hashtag lotion.
I am obligatorily everyone's obnoxious little sister, and therefore a little
So
shit.
you're just shit. So yeah, you guys can arrive for this breakfast as well if you want to.
Get our porridge and our dried fruits and stuff. Have a seat there.
Probably some really good crusty bread too, because now you have
Love
like
bread.
you have time
Now
to
we
let
have
the
an
bread
actual-
warm, to let it rise now, because you
Yep.
have like they were like stone things you found, stone ovens. So which is things that something that Liv is very excited about.
Sorry about
I
that,
think
Kerr.
for Des, like everyone else, he's been setting up his space with Ezrala.
Are you
but-
making furniture? Roll. He like rolls 100 and you're like, you picked the only log full of bees.
My first thought was just like, it's like, are you making furniture? Nope, breaking it.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. There.
But yes, Des will join the crew for breakfast for the morning gatherings.
You may proceed. You were saying something, bro.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Kerr. I didn't invite you to stay with that in mind.
It's fine. Don't know what they're talking about. But, it's not the first time I've been accused of something.
I don't know which gods you follow, but in our tradition, the trickster god Ermal has his chosen ones and his followers among the mortals, and in a community they tend to emulate the relationship between Ermal and Orlanth, a sort of strained but bonded friendship where Orlanth's sort of honor tempers Ermal's more destructive tendencies. And I think that's what they were getting after. Usually an Orlanthi will swear to vouch for Ermali? Ermali? What's it? Or Mully? Is that the right word? Okay. Or like, how do
I
we? How do
prefer the
we?
term Mullionian. Mullionian.
We'll vouch for an or Mully and keep an eye on them.
And if, let's say, for example, if I was, who would vouch?
I think that's something you'd have to find out with some of our Orlantha priests and maybe Vingans. He will glance against his will toward Bryn. He's like, and maybe Vingans. Just like real quick.
Hi, Bryn.
I'm sure it will be whoever feels connected to you in that way, Kerr.
It's a relationship. It takes time like any, but if you did want to stay and be more integrated with us, it's an important relationship, it's an important role.
And it's not something we
Wow.
would choose for you. It's like Rue is saying, it's a relationship. It's two people who develop that kind of connection together.
It's been a while since I've had a home.
Us too.
Same for you.
I don't know how long it's been for you, but it's been a couple years for us.
Years.
Year? 1 year?
Year, 2 year.
It's been a long
Yeah.
year.
It's been a while. Yeah, it has been also a long
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
This is the first
Maybe
time we've stopped for any sort of time and thought we might stay long enough to set up a more permanent forge, some stone ovens. So it's a big deal.
Test it out. I'll see how it is.
Exactly.
Figure it out. See when we're best buds, and if not, we hit the dusty trail.
You're welcome to our hospitality while you decide. And I appreciate what you did for us on the road at the ambush.
Allegedly.
Wouldn't have gone allegedly. Well, things would not have gone as well as they did had some arrows not appeared on the western side.
Allegedly.
Just chuckle a little and go back to his porridge.
You know, some spice would be really good for this porridge.
Spice?
I should find some. I'm gonna try to see. Are there like hot spices in this area?
Oh no.
like hot.
Like Scoville's.
Yeah, like Skullville.
Hi.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
If you go,
He's gonna go foraging
yeah,
I should
for
go
reaper
for it.
peppers.
if you, that would be,
Not gonna grow around here.
I definitely think like
They grow right where he shit himself on the other side of that road.
plant lore. Plant lore would be the one to use to find what you're looking for.
Plant lore. Why don't we just roll a d10? Hey, I rolled a 15,
Ooh.
but I have no idea what my plant lore is.
your plant lore has a base of 5%, and then whatever your
Skills. Yeah.
modifier
So-
for knowledge is.
It should be in the first column near the bottom.
Yeah, so I don't see anything on there.
Oh, okay.
These look hot.
So if you don't have anything
Survival?
written, you have for
You
well,
have
for
the base.
plant lore
Yeah,
has
you'd
the
have
base
5.
and then the modifier.
And the modifier is the knowledge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Know what your knowledge modifier is?
Where would that be?
Should be at the top of that section. So like first column.
Right above alchemy and animal lore.
Yeah.
Oh, so another +5, so that'd be 10 total. So
yeah. So
darn it, still didn't make it.
All right. So, but you rolled, everybody has a base of 15 on survival.
Yeah.
It's true.
So you find I'm going to tell. So this is even better, all right? Because you failed the plant lore, but you've succeeded on survival technically. So check your survival.
So it's not poisonous, but it is a
So
potent laxative.
no. You find some. You find some peppers. You think that are edible.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is good.
What do you do with it?
Well, I'm just saying that, we should spice up this porridge.
He's going to add the bounty of nature to the communal porridge pot.
How are you
God
going to go
damn
about
it.
doing
I
that?
was just telling everyone, whoa, it's early. Don't harass him. We don't need to jump to this. And then he immediately.
Well, I kind of want to get back at these guys. I'm like, also, it sounds like fun too.
All right. How
Yeah,
do you propose to do
Kung Fu
that?
Fenris in chat.
Oh, I'm gonna
How
put, so what I'm gonna
edible?
do.
We don't know.
So in essence, what I'm
Guys.
gonna be doing, I'm gonna take I'm not gonna finish mine, and
Yeah.
pretty much I'll put it in there, and then because I don't want to be wasteful, I'll put it back into the communal
Back
porridge
into the
too.
pot.
Oh.
Good way to
But
do
you're
it.
probably going to have people who are innocent too. But you don't care.
He does. Yeah.
Yes.
They're all innocent. These are good guys too. okay?
Casualties
Innocent?
of
What do
war.
you mean innocence?
So are you just going? So this is obviously after breakfast.
Origin is feeding it to
I was
his
just gonna
1-year-old.
Yeah, there's a literal baby.
There is a baby. Yeah.
Let's see what's like. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to it for right now.
Okay. Fair.
There'll be
Yeah, I'm gonna
there
hold on.
will be better uses, I'm sure.
Yes.
No
There
Right
will be
now,
a
it's just
time.
gonna be kind of
Patience.
weird. Be
Patience.
like, hey, I just walked into the woods and I come back and I'm like, I'm not doing anything suspicious by putting my bowl back into the communal porridge.
Don't. So no dubious peppers on your
Yes.
sheet. Yeah.
No laugh. It's just like
When
okay.
he goes off to the woods, I will look to everybody else at the table and I'll be like, how long do you think people will tolerate Kerr running around like this?
They're
Just give me
already
your
not-
best ballpark estimates.
They're already not tolerating Kerr.
They've gone back to tolerating at a low simmer,
At a low simmer.
so not very long then.
Well, I mean, so like we've been in Storm's End for how long? Maybe like a week or so.
No, it's been like probably 3 weeks now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume that Kerr has been doing
Small mischiefs.
small mischiefs. And I think he's been doing it just to like a person here or there, maybe every other day. And now it's like now he's moving up to the big communal mischiefs.
Oh, especially now that we had like that big talk about, somebody saying, hey, we're all going to be family. Don't worry. I'll eat the pepper too.
It's like
I'll eat
everyone
the
has
pepper
diarrhea
too.
together, and Kerr's just like eye contact with it, like I shit, you shit, we all shit together.
Jesus Christ.
What did you do, Kerr? I don't know, but we're going to find out together.
Hold my hands, we're going in.
We're going in,
Molly,
buddy.
dude. God damn it. You're gonna kill Arissa.
Oh
Like,
God.
Oh no, our weak, sickly girl. That's right.
Arissa's already so diseased.
It's poor.
Chris is gonna have like the
It
big
will
lip
make
and
her
She
everything.
has so
Stronger.
much lupus.
Yes.
It will make her stronger.
All right. No, sorry. Kent. Des was saying something. Go for it.
No, Dust wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, not too much longer is the consensus at this table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Who are Orlanthe and Vingan folks who might be up to this? Who are our best candidates that come to mind immediately?
Rin is the absolute best one because she's one of the leaders, so that would be unquestioned, and people would feel comfortable with that. Or possibly Lonson, but they would probably feel less comfortable about that.
I also think Lonson would feel less comfortable about
Yeah, I
that.
think
Lonson will hate us forever.
Lonson's a girl's girl, respectfully.
Yeah, Lonson's not the right fit, I think, for Kerr.
Well, maybe when we head to spawn, we take Kerr with us and get to know him better.
Honestly, it's actually probably better than leaving him here without us here. So it's not a bad idea
Yeah,
for once. With
you
Kerr.
like my ideas.
I know. With Kerr. Invite him to breakfast. Rue.
You like my ideas.
I do like your ideas. But invite him to breakfast.
To get him away from the other guys. They put him on the spot.
They did. But people have questions. They should.
Yeah, they had questions about me once too.
Although surprisingly, they didn't have a lot of questions for Lilia, but she
I vouched for her in a possibly the way they're looking for someone to vouch for Kerr. All right. Well, I don't know how. I would really like to wait until Vesper gets back with word of Whitewall before we go to spawn, though. But I don't know how long we should wait.
I mean, they can send Vesper along to us if needed, if Vesper doesn't.
Vesper didn't take long to get back.
Has it been too long already? Oh, okay. I was like, is the bird dead?
No.
Okay.
Closer last time too, but it's still you're not that much further away
Yeah, and it's a bird.
for a
Yeah.
bird. Yeah.
All right. Maybe let's get to packing to be ready today, and hopefully Vesper will make it back by nightfall.
Sounds good.
Anything anyone wants to do that day? We know what you're doing, Kerr. You're picking questionable peppers.
We'll probably just go and invite Kerr along to it, but tell him a little bit about where we're going and what we're planning on doing.
Sure.
Yes, Bryn should do that.
Yeah.
Do you want
We're
to
like,
play that or just hand wave it?
no, role play it. Go.
Okay, go. Yeah, fine. Do it.
Yeah,
Find him.
Do it.
I will go find Kerr.
Okay. I'd say you find him just as he's returning. He's
He's
returning from
peeing,
his
but he's
pepper.
not using his hands for reasons.
Yeah, I like
I
that
just
actually.
His hips thrust way out over like a little cliff or something.
I will talk to him. I don't care. Kerr. You have
Yeah.
a moment.
Give me a second.
He just jumps a couple times.
Yep. All right. How can I help you?
We have received word that a village of ours, where some of our family is in need of aid, and we're planning on going to help them. We'd like, if you are interested, for you to come along with us to get to know you better and kind of learn our different capabilities and things like that.
Different capabilities.
Yeah, just like just so you know, like kind of what we're good at and what our skill sets are and what yours are as well. And you're well traveled, right? You were a traveler when we met you, right? And so you might be
A
helpful.
little
on the
bit.
road.
I spent some time in the university, of course.
Ah, yes.
What if he can't read and he's just pretending that he does, and he does so for the next like 7 years?
He already thinks that everything he says is a lie. So, but yes, we would love for you to join on the road with us if you're interested.
I would be happy to.
We will keep you safe as we can. There's
And
always-
I will keep you as safe as I can.
Thank you, Chris.
Cool.
All right, let's go. Do you need anything for the travel? I know you were of short supply when we found you, but I don't know if there are more things that you would like, or if you prefer to kind of live a more. We have family here who live a very minimalistic lifestyle.
Time Reese with naught but his bark and rocks
Yeah,
I mean,
and Arissa's blanket.
I was gonna say not anymore because Arissa's like, "You stay with me, Beppy. It's okay."
I only
Here's
need what I already have.
Understood.
When I want, I'm sure I'll find out there.
Understood. Aw. I miss Henry.
She misses like.
I mean, he's there, so I guess it's fine. All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
anything anyone else has to do today?
I will run down to the road and just take a little peek-see on the guys there and see what they're doing. I can't
That's
stay
a-
away.
That's a trip. So I mean, that'll take you a while to get there and back.
Can I do it like it during the day? Like if I spend the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say if this is a multiple day thing, I will not do that. But if I can fit it in the
You
day,
can
I will.
yeah, you can definitely you'll get back in the evening is what I'm saying. It's a trip. So okay. The wagons are being cleared off, and the other troops seem to have left. The people that you see dealing with like the burnt up wagons and stuff are Orlanthi.
Oh my God, guess what? Sorry.
I'm gonna take a little while watching them to see if do they have like a taskmaster or a leader or anything? Do they look like they are?
Yeah, I mean, there's people in charge, if that's what you mean, like telling them what
Does
to
this
do.
look like a slave or indentured servant sort of situation, or do they look like fucking traitors like King Harl?
No, probably more the second one.
Fucking traitors like King Harl.
Mhm.
How many?
100,
Only 100.
something like that.
I feel like we could kill 100 people.
Stop just like trying to kill people randomly. These are not armed people. These are just people clearing up wagons.
That much easier to kill.
Wow,
I'm
war
sorry,
crimes.
my Selena is showing. Put her away. Okay.
God.
All right. I guess I'll leave them. Now that I know.
They look like locals that they were just like cleared this shit up.
Oh, like
And
they're
so
not
they're
even with
clean.
the company?
Yeah, they're not. They don't look like military people at all. How long do you spend watching?
It's a long journey, so I'll spend at least an hour. Like I'm gonna spend a little time here.
You do see a couple of like mounted thanes who are definitely Orlanthi. So you figure these guys are probably it's far, you're kind of like watch. I imagine that you're staying back to watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll throw a magic point in and I'll use my little bird thing too.
Yeah. These are probably like Balmer, some of the Balmer clans. Like you're not quite sure of like all the clans, but these are probably Balmer that they were just like, yo, deal with this shit.
Okay.
Like locals, right?
I wonder if they will be interested in dealing with it by giving it to us. The Lunars don't need to know. Is there anything in the supplies that looks salvageable? Like good?
You burnt up the wagons with flaming arrows. So a lot of the stuff. So it looks like anything that, as you're looking,
They've salvaged everything that was
they
salvageable.
probably it's
Okay.
the stuff that they're clearing is really just clearing off the road,
Rubble.
like the road
Right.
now, to make sure that the royal road is still like running smoothly.
Okay. All right. I think I'll leave these people be for now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make note of the leader ones and try to remember their faces.
I mean, it's far away. They're like it's a mounted dude with a bronze helmet and a
Bird.
beard. Okay. All right, fair.
Some distinct tattoos or something.
Okay, fair enough. Back
Okay.
at base, Vesper arrives mid-afternoon.
All right. So I will not talk to Vesper until evening. Somebody else talk to Vesper.
Yeah, who does, I guess Vesper goes.
Yeah, I was
Probably
gonna say
Arissa. She probably goes to
Mhm.
Khemri, so
that was
yeah.
my thought. Was presuming she goes
Yes.
to where Kyrie says Arissa's there to.
It's kind of like it's so hard for me to do animals. I should make you play Vesper. Is what I should do.
If you tell me what Vesper says, I will play Vesper.
Absolutely. Okay. Do you want me to just message it to you?
Yeah, give me the TLDR, and I can have Vesper
Alright.
talk to someone. You know I love playing
All
animals.
right. Perfect. I love
Animals
this.
are
See,
so great.
you need to leverage the strengths of your players.
Yeah. The
No.
two types of NPCs that I excel at playing at are animals and small children. And I am fully aware of this.
Christian, I still loved your bunny rabbit though. That was probably one
Thank
of
you.
my
For
favorites.
some reason, like I can't get my head around Vesper. Like the rabbit and stuff, I could do. Like I
You
will
just
never.
can't. You
I'm not.
can't do birds.
I
Birds
can't
aren't
do
real.
birds. Yeah, it's just they're not.
Birds
They're
aren't
fake.
real.
They're not. It's a government conspiracy. All right.
Guys, I saw a crow fly down and murder the fuck out of a sparrow this morning. I was
That's
like, holy
insane.
fuck. It was like brutal.
Damn.
I've seen quite often recently, like hawks and a couple crows being mobbed by sparrows.
There's a
recently.
low-key
Yeah.
war happening right now.
Yeah.
Where are you sending me the info? Zoom or
I'm
Discord?
sending it to you in Discord. I'm just
Perfect.
no. I'm sorry. No, it's coming on Zoom. It's coming on Zoom. I'm
Zoom?
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah. I'm
you're fine. I just wanted to know where to
trying to think how to word
keep
this.
my
Hold on.
eyes out.
So my house here and my parents' house have like small koi fish, and a blue heron kind of comes around here in West Oregon.
That's really cool, though. We have a bunch of heron around, actually.
Backyard heron. Everything
Yeah, but
eats your fish.
backyard heron is really cool.
But now in Massachusetts, a blue heron has showed up for their koi fish now too. Yep.
It's the same one.
They will never be free.
Yep.
My favorite is when you caught the raccoon on camera, just like in your koi pond, like.
Oh, that's so funny.
Those
Yeah.
poor
I have a
fish.
chunky,
Literally,
chunky
they
raccoon that I
starve
catch
and
on
they
my
just get
backyard
killed by
thing. Yeah.
everything.
They're not starving. My fish are perfectly healthy.
Your fish are
I'm not-
perfectly healthy because your dad.
That's because the raccoons and the heron ate all the starving ones.
My dad's fish
They're
are
slower.
fat. Mine are healthy.
Are they?
I think so.
It's
You
because-
think so?
I have
For-
2 praying mantises left, and we separated them.
There's two. You
And
separated
today
them?
they ate their first mini mealworms. They have graduated to bigger bug
Wait,
Bigger
why did you
bug.
separate them?
because we want to keep 2.
I mean, presumably they're eating each other because they're hungry.
No,
Oh,
they're eating each other because they move.
oh, gotcha. Fair.
Mantids are insane killing machines. They're like, does it move? I will fucking
This is
kill
the
it.
social phase, John. Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's I
Okay,
just
cool.
sent it to you.
So yeah, so Vesper's not gonna go find Arissa, so I don't talk to myself.
Fair.
That's fine.
So whoever's around.
Good at us.
Scara.
Yeah, good at us.
He's an animal, people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is Vesper male, female? We don't know.
Female, I
She.
believe.
Female, yeah.
She? Okay.
Yeah.
She's a great snowy owl. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll just flap around until she finds someone she knows and
Yeah.
just like perches obnoxiously very much in the way of Descara.
So I think the one thing, like looking at Storm's End map here, Des and Esrala chose 17 as their room, and
Nice.
that path of that blue dotted line on the thing, that is open sky and it's right to their door. So makes sense.
Aw.
Just a full owl dive like you just like there's nothing for a minute and then like you hear a thud and then you look back to your doorway and there's an owl just staring directly at you.
Vesper. Now it's around like looking up. It's like, oh, about noon. Really wanted to hear what you had to say, but he's gone.
Gone in the wind.
I'm not leaving.
Well, so I can kind of see if I need to prepare anything. What's happening at Whitewall?
Nice starhead lady has message. Says, do not engage Beryl Phalanx further, but thank you.
That's Christian. Like, Amber, stop trying to kill everything I show you. I'm like, ah.
Some things are not for you. We don't have tiered ratings and CRs in this campaign.
Samantha's like, it's moving.
I'm loving your mantis impression, by the way.
It's like a pull in, like here, pull in,
That's
bite.
how they do. I've been watching them eat for weeks.
So you
Yep.
have, it's actually been very good.
That's amazing.
That's actually kind of reassuring. Maybe we can. Thank you, Vesper.
Snack.
Your mom. Ask about your mom. Because I want to know.
Oh, snack.
bird. There's a bird tax.
Snack.
Snack.
Bird tax.
We've probably found several nests of mice around, or rats.
Oh, I just piled them up for
They
Vesper.
keep a couple
Hell
of
yeah!
Vesper snacks, yeah.
Yep, Vesper snacks. It's just like, oh, hey, like whole nest here. This was in the corner.
Just hops over to it, head down. Immediately just snatch. Just a
Their
whole
beaks look so
buckle.
tiny when they're just like normal because they're sitting in all the fluid for their face, and then when they're actually swallowing a rodent, they're like,
Really?
when it goes down, it's
I
crazy
never
looking.
thought of that. I knew they're like
I'll have to look that
like,
up.
super long, but I never
Their
thought of it
faces
being
expand.
weird.
They're like snake-like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Did Vesper hear anything about Ness's mom or no?
You didn't, but you saw her. You remember her from last time.
Okay.
So you
And
saw
she
her
is
fine.
alive.
Healthy.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So after just completely digesting rat, just kind of, Mom, okay, healthy.
Thank you.
Proceeds to throw up the little pellet of rat
Who leaves that
bones.
for you?
And then Vesper will pick up another rat by the tail to take as a little snack for the road and go to find Kyrese.
It's Orson with Kyrese.
Likely, yes.
He's been like away in spirit because
Yeah.
he was going to talk to Gavrina.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
when you get back, he's eating some porridge.
Oh,
He's just weeping over porridge, like snot, everything. He did use that.
No, nothing was put in the porridge that's questionable yet.
Not yet.
He's hello,
welcome back.
thank you.
How
I
was
spoke-
Gavrina?
Well,
Good.
expecting visitors now.
She is aware of the Good. Excellent. I never thought I would be so pleased to be friends with a river, and yet every conversation I have had with Gavrina has been a delight.
The river has much to teach.
I think I'm starting to understand that now. Water and I, looks down at many layers of clothes, don't get along. Also, Arissa's water rune is her worst? Question mark? Second worst. It's a 6.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's pretty low. Unless anyone else has anything to do, Rue eventually arrives home and the
Get the
day
update.
passes into evening. Yeah.
All right, sounds like Kalair has a plan. We'll let her do her part.
And Gavrina is aware of her visitors incoming as well. So that should certainly be some good entertainment for her.
The Phalanx, do they wear metal armor? Oh, soldiers in heavy armor. I'm sure she'll have a blast.
Yeah, they are full on like hoplite guys. Like they wear the bronze cuirasses.
So water would not
with
be
the big
fun
helmets.
for them.
The only thing they don't wear, you notice this when you're fighting them, is everyone their left leg. They don't wear a greave on their left leg. That's it.
fine.
That's great. We're really
Lovely.
good at hitting left legs.
Yeah.
Live quest!
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Alright, well,
Their symbol is an 8-pointed star. It's on all their shields, just so you know.
she'll be well matched against soldiers outfitted like that. So, suppose if everybody's ready, we can head out tomorrow.
I packed for the both of us.
Thanks. All right, Kerr, you coming?
Yes.
Good. Be nice to share the road.
We'll find out.
I gotta go bribe my horse now, not to throw me.
Oh, you're gonna ride a horse? Oh, excellent.
I'm gonna bring my horse. I
Okay.
don't yet know if I'll be riding him. I'm like, listen, the apples for you. We're going to Spawn where there'll be people that you like better than me.
It's
We'll
kind of
probably give you treats. Don't you want to get there? Bryn's coming. You like her?
kind of sniffs your hand with the big horse nose.
I get ready to dodge the bite that always comes. So I'm like, he's like, it's in my hand. I'm like, he's gonna go for the hand, not the apple. He's gonna go for
And actually, you know what? What do we have for skills? Do you have a ride skill?
pitiable
We'll use
one.
that for it. Yeah. Roll it to see how well you bond with your horse.
Wolves and horses.
No?
I get ready for the bite that I know is coming.
It gets close to it and it sniffs it, and then it just goes to bite you. Whip it back. You hear laughter coming from behind you. It's
Is it
Lilia.
Lilia? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Our goth horse girl.
Yep.
Willie likes you. I say.
Well, I'm not a wolf, so
Yeah, it's fair. We have an understanding, I feel.
he likes you. He just
He likes
doesn't
that I
quite
haven't eaten
trust
him.
you yet. Right.
Gordon Gar gave me this horse.
He must have been something special. You all talk about him a lot. She goes over and starts brushing him, like calming him down a little bit.
He was. He wasn't quite a father to me, but probably the closest I'd had.
Well, I mean, listen. If there's a contest for bad fathers, I think that I'd probably win it. Not that I'm trying to compete with you.
Well, if I ever meet my dad, he might give yours a run for his money, from what I've heard, but
That'd be something.
the cavalry you've been working with, they were awesome.
Oh, thanks. I mean,
You're a good
my dad
teacher.
wasn't entirely useless. I learned a lot from watching him.
And it's not just that, you're good at teaching. That's all you.
Oh, thank you. I like real horses. She's like totally like your horse is loving this.
The ones that I wouldn't have to compete with for meat.
You say, do you actually say that?
Yeah.
Okay. She laughs and she goes, well, unless you're a cannibal, I don't think you'd be competing with those horses.
Flashback to the Trollkin.
Those aren't
Yeah, this is like-
people.
This poor boy. So trauma.
My friends and I are heading out tomorrow to a village that's been hosting some of our families.
Okay.
Help keep an eye on things here for us while we're gone.
Usually listen to that one, Lonson, so you probably should leave her in charge. But I'll help out as much as I can.
It's a team effort. Thank you.
Sure.
Have a good night.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for this. It's nice to have. I mean, I grew up in a place that's sort of like this, a big fortress. And when I left it, I never thought I'd miss it. But the truth of the matter is, I missed some of it. And it's nice to be back in a place that feels a little bit like home, but better.
You're welcome. It's nice to have new friends.
It is. To kind of show on their shoulder.
Better a good night and head out.
Gonna hydrate and chat.
I did already.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Sure.
did. No Diet Coke for me tonight.
Oh my god.
Amber, what
I did it.
Amber, what
Oh,
what
that's
are you
impressive.
drinking?
I did it.
That's impressive.
This is cranberry something stir. And this is glug.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's the
Glug is incredible.
Oh,
It's
Glug
really
is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glug
but
is
what
a-
is it?
It's a Swedish mulled beverage. It can be alcoholic or not, but it's grape based. And it has just like mulling, all kinds of like mulling spices. So like cinnamon, clove, like Christmassy, wintry spices. But it's very sweet and it's got a lot of those spices in it. And it tastes like the holidays. It's really
If
good.
you have a non-alcoholic version available, I would love
It's
to try
all-
that.
Does that sound like something you'd like? Yeah, I do.
I would
have
love
like
to try it, yeah.
I have a
It's very
shit ton
good.
of them. I have the concentrate. I get the concentrate bottles when they go on sale after Christmas at like specialty shops, and I like store 'em.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
hook you
I
up. I'll hook
can't-
you up.
I can't have alcohol, so but a
There's no alcohol
non-alcoholic
in it. I don't
sounds
drink
great.
either.
Yeah.
I drink it.
You
I don't
just
drink
you
either.
just
I
water
have
it down with
alcohol.
plain
Yeah.
water 50/50, and it's delicious.
Perfect.
I am fancy, so I have
Chow.
San Pellegrino Chow peach flavor. So fucking good.
Oh.
I love
Sando.
anything peach flavored. Yeah, chow,
Wow.
chow.
Get it for you for an apartment warming gift. Hey,
Hey.
Yay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll. It's a small apartment, but I'll have you guys all over for a little
we
bit.
can huddle for a little game night or something.
Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, the evening passes. The morning soon arrives.
All right, hit the road.
Okay.
Say goodbye to folks. Tell them we'll be back soon. We'll send word if anything. Or show them we'll send word if there's anything alarming going on. So they'll be.
Should we have Vesper come with us? That way we have an easy messenger.
Sure. I have to look at the. Actually, give me a second here. I want to look at something.
I don't know what's more important, either so we can communicate with them or they can communicate with us. Though.
Yeah. So it's Wild Day.
We will travel for 14 hours and then I will do something else.
Just saying.
Who's familiar with this area and this route we're taking? Anyone, Kerr? You ever make this? We're somewhat familiar with it. We just have to not be near a town when the sun goes down.
mean, we can also-
Would I? Let me see. Have I eaten anything?
We could also
traveling
wait
and all.
another day. We could easily avoid a town too, but like wolves travel pretty far, so
Maybe I'll beat you there.
Say that.
that's a good point. How long will it take us to get there?
That's a really good question.
Like a 2-day travel?
Let me open this and make it bigger here. Hold on. So, because it's really, yeah. I mean, it's 2 days because it's kind of through the woods,
What if we
especially.
travel up, hit the Hill Pair Inn for you guys, and then go to spawn?
Yeah, that would be about the that would be the breaks. Honestly, it would be 2 Hill Pair Inn and then another day to spawn because you're kind of going over open country. You're not on a road really.
Also, I think we should probably do our halfway break before we hit the road. That way we're not
was-
interrupting anything, and because it is hour 41 in.
Just going to say that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good to travel.
So we're
We're
going to
fine.
leave.
Good travel.
All right. So you're going to wolf out tonight. Okay, cool. Excellent. Good to know.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Gonna take our quick little break. Everyone in chat, go get up, go stretch, take a bio break, have a snack, a beverage of some sort. I'm gonna hang out here with whoever while half the group takes their first break.
Yep.
And we're all just gonna switcheroo around. 'Cause that's what we do.
I got no snacks to go get. It's been forever since I've gone shopping.
Well, come over tomorrow. I have a fuck ton of snacks left over from the murder mystery brunch.
Ooh.
I've got donuts and muffins and croissants and cinnamon buns and all kinds of shit.
That's pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Pretty good.
I do have leftover Chinese food I got from
Chinese food.
the Seven Moons over in Coventry over here. Not great. I'm kind
Oh.
of disappointed with all of it.
Oh no.
I'm a fan of Hong Kong and West Warwick. The
Hong
little
Kong, yeah, that's the one that I grew up eating. So
I am going to miss not living so close to them because I have fallen in love with their dumplings
Yeah.
because they're fucking massive.
I've never actually had their dumplings, so I'm gonna
Oh.
have to try them because
Their
I
fried dumplings are incredible. They're better if you go in person,
yeah.
but
Everything
trust
is,
me,
yeah.
like
See, that was one of the things I got. I got the fried dumplings from Seven Moons, and like one side was fried and the other side still like it's like very wet. So like, I
Yeah.
had like two, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to like air
Very
fry
wet.
these.
That's the hard part. Yeah, I found a recipe online for pork and chive dumplings, and I
Ooh.
kind of want to try it at some point once I'm more settled. And
Yeah.
I'm also going to use it as an excuse to buy myself a bamboo steamer.
Oh, I
So,
sent the best. I showed the best meme to my home group. It was I'm gonna try to find it and send it, but it was it was basically it's like this is what like what you get when you do like global cultural things, and it was someone with a bamboo steamer making hot dogs.
if it works. I mean, I don't want to buy a cooking implement just to use one thing.
Yeah. I also so I have this one coworker. He just sent me a thing because we'll talk about it occasionally. It's the don't tread on me snake being stepped on by a boot that says yes, tread on me harder.
That's incredible.
I've seen Tread on Me Daddy too.
Yeah.
Like with the snake with like the ball gag. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my turn to tap out for break.
Hey. Oh.
But yeah. I was a little disappointed in my Chinese food. I should have just gone with E Express like normal.
No. What'd you get?
Seven Moons. I was saying how everything was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, honestly, that's been my experience with Seven Moons too.
It's not bad. They did that thing where like I got like just like a thing of orange chicken, and they did the thing where they just loaded up the sides with vegetables to make it look like there's more meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the other thing that they did is they got the pork fried rice, and there was an entire egg fried into it, not like scrambled. And like it threw off the whole taste of the rice. It was weird.
I like Foo a lot. And
It was good.
Dragon Palace. Those are my two that I like.
I have not really had Dragon Palace. Like my usual go-to is Yi Express. I went there like the week that they opened. They were great. All like their delivery drivers like knew us on site for the longest time. And it got to a point where I was like, I would walk in and be like, "Oh, you're not ordering sushi today. You normally order sushi." I'm just like, "Fuck, I gotta stop coming here."
Yeah.
No, that's not as bad as like I had that happen to me at a Burger King I walked
Okay, I've
in.
never had it at a fast food place.
Yeah, I walked in and they were like, "Do you want the enormous burrito?" I was like, "Yes." But that also paid off because at the time, that was when I was going to Springfield's, like twice a week. So I would do my first couple of stops, stop at the Burger King, get breakfast there. And when they changed the enormous burrito, because it used to be all of the breakfast meats, and so like they changed it so it only had a few.
Mhm.
And the person who always took my order was like, "Hey, they changed it. Do you want it how we used to make it?" I was like, "Please."
Nice.
Yeah, so like
Nice. You have
to
like
my
a
favorite at that
regular.
point.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, that was the point where I was just like, I gotta stop coming to Burger King.
I do that too. When I've been someplace too much and they recognize me, I'm like, all right,
Uh-huh.
that means I need to change.
Yep.
Yeah, I do the same
It's
thing.
like it's like ooh, too much. But it's very different from when it's like a restaurant and like a fast
Yeah,
food
that's
place.
true. That's true.
Like you step in line and they're like, "You just want the normal," and you're just like, yes.
I was gonna say when I used to work at Taco Bell though, I from the other side, like I did love like my regulars. They were
Oh yeah.
nice and great, and I loved them.
I also have just like that thing where like I as a person, I don't think I'm very memorable. So when I am, it's just like, oh shit, nice.
I am
But also, this is a Burger
shocked
King.
when someone remembers me, like completely shocked and amazed. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings. Dumplings and gyoza. Those
If
are
anyone would like Sarah's trick of the day for tricking yourself into eating healthier, may I offer you kids yogurt? It's got all the nutrition of adult yogurt, but it's more fun. And I've got Bluey on mine. The Bluey
It's
packs
more
come
fun.
with 2 flavors. There's strawberry banana and raspberry, and they're very good.
I've been eating the Noosas. Those are delicious. They're
Oh.
whole milk yogurts. They're so good.
So good.
They're
I'm
like
so
I don't eat
so
that.
picky.
melty and smooth.
I'm so picky about my yogurts, so like the fact that I have fallen in love with these, I'm just gonna keep buying them for myself until I get sick of them because it means I am eating a yogurt, which is a healthy.
It's got some protein in there. Got some
That's-
calcium.
The
Yep.
the protein is the main
Got it.
reason why I need more.
yeah.
Mhm.
I like the Skyr, the Nordic yogurts.
Good too.
Tell me about those, yeah.
Yeah. I am very kind of bummed because there's
Every time he
there's
eats
a
a scare,
brand.
his beard gets fuller and more Viking-y.
It just
There-
becomes. It's just like raw. Yes.
There's a brand called Siggy's that they actually have. They had. I haven't been able to find the flavor in a while. It was a honey and vanilla, and it was delicious. But I cannot find it anywhere anymore. So I'm hoping they didn't discontinue it.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's always the
have these
hard part
problems
with
because I don't
flavors
eat
of
yogurt.
stuff. What?
I said I don't have these problems because I don't eat yogurt.
Here's
Maybe you
Just get
should.
kids yogurt.
No, it would destroy me.
Kristen's a little lactose, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I got you.
Thank you, Jess. Yes.
well,
I can't
then you
eat
need to
yogurt.
eat Parmesan yogurt. Then I don't know.
That would be disgusting. Oh my god!
Oh,
Can you imagine?
God.
Ugh.
Just a dry fucking.
It would literally
yogurt.
be like sand. It would be like it would like cheese ground into sand and just put in a cup. That's what it would be.
Oh my
I
God.
do not like that at
Yeah.
all.
It would be like eating like the Parmesan that's like that's super ground
Yep,
up.
the
You
shake,
get
yep.
just the shake one. They would just if you just ate that with a spoon. Yeah, that's what it would be. Yeah. Ugh.
What are you eating? Yogurt? That's a can of shake cheese.
It's like choking to death on your shake cheese yogurt.
Hold on, you know what? Let's see what the technical definition of
Oh,
yogurt
we
is.
call it shake cheese too. The first time Amber had ever said shake cheese, like pass me the shake
Shake
cheese, I was
cheese.
like-
It's a
I
thing.
was like, what is she talking about? I was like, the Parmesan.
Okay, so yogurt
Yeah, no,
is
other people call it
defined-
shake cheese. It's a thing.
No,
It
no,
is a
the
thing.
poor people call it
Yeah,
shake
maybe.
cheese.
That's true
Yes.
because they can't legally call it Parmesan.
A semi-solid food prepared from milk fermented by added bacteria, often sweetened in flavor, from the Oxford Dictionary. So so cheese also comes from milk, okay. So we need to add bacteria and make it a little less solid. And then it's yogurt. By technical Oxford Dictionary definition. Look, I won't be the one committing this food crime, but if anyone in our audience
Well, you got to be careful with that because, like, then it's like when you think about things like a hot dog, is that a taco?
Yes.
Yeah, technically, right?
Oh.
a hot dog
Yes.
is a sandwich, I don't think it's a taco because I feel like a taco is
Nope.
specifically of
So taco, if you think about what a taco is, it's like it's wrapped around it. A sandwich has two breads on top.
yeah, but is a pita wrap a taco?
No, that's
Wrap-
calzone.
No,
Okay, no,
if
here we
it's
go.
completely wrapped
taco-
around, it's a calzone.
A taco specifically, again, Oxford Dictionary, a Mexican dish consisting of a fried tortilla, typically folded. So if you put a hot dog in a tortilla, it's a white person taco.
Eat that.
I would also eat that, to be fair, but
Yeah.
I am a white bitch, so
Same.
Dude, but it's not enough like carb to meat ratio. Like a tortilla is a little too thin for a taco, I think.
What if you doubled them up like a Crunchwrap Supreme?
You could
See,
do like a
like-
soft taco.
You could do a flatbread.
A flatbread. I would do a flatbread.
that would
what
get
if you-
closer to like
what
a
if
hot
you-
dog pita.
This is we're committing so many cultural war crimes right now. What if you wrap the hot dog in naan? Holy shit.
That would actually probably be really fucking
That would
good. I'm
be
gonna
really
be honest
fucking
with you.
good, right? Like garlic naan with a hot dog. Oh my
I-
god.
Oh, that
Okay,
sounds to die
that would
for,
be-
actually.
Yeah.
I am allowed to commit culinary food crimes because I already commit the worst one on a routine basis.
Just the ketchup on the ravioli.
It's ketchup on ravioli.
Yeah. That is awful. It really
And I'm
is.
Italian.
That is you shouldn't be for doing that. You should be your Italianness should be revoked for that.
I can't take it
I
away.
might
It's
actually send a letter to the Pope.
I have an
take
apostrophe
your
in my last
Italianness
name.
away
Fuck
from you.
you.
Yeah.
John,
You
we
should
aren't the
take-
only ones that have cheese in a can. Other places have cheese in a can as well.
Yeah, England calls it squirty cheese.
Yes, we learned about the squirty
Yeah,
cheese.
that's right.
Yep.
Someone in
Squirty
chat,
cheese.
I forget who told us in chat. Yeah.
It's Cernibus, I think.
Mm-hmm. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, let's go to a world where they do not have disgusting processed foods.
Holy
Florian,
yes.
shit.
Yes, exactly.
Not until Kerr gets his hands on them.
Her invents McDonald's.
Her invents. Oh god, with
It's
the
so
GMOs.
convenient.
The creator of GMOs.
Microplastics. That's what Kerr's really going to invent. I cast microplastics.
Microplastics. Haha. I'll kill you. I'll kill you and your
Wait, do I-
children. Well, your children
Oh,
in
no,
50
it's
years
not them.
because they won't be able to have children. Ha!
That is now my justification for everything. If I'm like doing something, like if I'm like, do I really want to eat that? If it's like something like another donut or something, and now I'm like, I have microplastics in my brain. I'm eating the donut. I have microplastics in my brain. I'm getting tacos. Like that is my justification. I don't care. I have microplastics in my fucking brain, like a spoon of them, like a whole spoon of microplastics. I'm gonna eat what I want. So you set out and head north out of the mountain valley through the woods. The woods are coming more to life than they were when you were originally going through here. So animals and things are returning that weren't here before when you had originally came here. Also, you guys have not seen the spirit of the fortress in a couple weeks that since you've had the ceremony, but you've detected the presence of her
Oh, okay.
at times, like approving of you guys. So
Sorry, I just need to draw at the minimum Kent's attention to chat right now.
I
Certivus,
yeah.
Certivus just said that they have had bear in a can.
Oh,
ugh.
no.
I thought it was a typo for beer. No. fucking bear.
So I have heard that bear actually very much tastes like what they normally eat.
What? Like
So like
bears
if you
normally
shot
eat?
a grizzly, it would taste like salmon.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
That's interesting.
Or if they're like more like foragers and stuff, it would be like more like berries and stuff.
He also
I would
had
imagine
sea
it would be
lion
a
in
very
a can.
flavored meat. Oh, it's like a
Now what
water
I feel
bear.
bad about.
I feel like that's like a lot.
That's like a water dog.
Like say up in Alaska, like with the Inuit. I think they eat a lot of seals.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sea lions are different from seals, though. But also,
Yeah.
like, not all sea lions and seals are great. Like, leopard seals are assholes.
Oh,
so don't, like,
It's just I know, and like I don't give it like other people can eat what they want. Like I don't give a shit as long as mostly ethically sourced. But it just feels weird.
it does
I mean,
feel weird.
a sea lion and a seal are very different things. So like
Mhm.
one's cute, one's ferocious.
Right. Ugly things should be eaten.
Kobolds.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jess has, like, such a look on her face. Yes, I'm just kidding.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
I wrangled this off the track. I'm gonna wrangle us back on. That's my bad.
Yeah. So you set out, and there are some animals, back in the Vale, and you get down. It's mostly going through woods these days. As you get closer to the Hill Pear Inn, are you trying to be stealthy or not?
I mean, I think we're kind of being stealthy. We're not on a road.
Oh, you're in the woods. There's no real road out of here.
I think kind of. I think we should be stealthy, definitely like closer to our home than
Okay.
maybe a little bit less so once we're out of like our home area, but I think to start with.
Yeah, if we're just in the woods, I think we can travel normally.
Fair.
We're not like singing as we hike or anything, but it's don't need to slow down really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's just us, right? Like we're a small group.
Yeah, it's just the group. It's just the crew. Kyrie stayed home too, right? Yeah. So it's just you, just y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe Esrala would be coming along as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's her home. She would go back to see
Yeah.
her family. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense.
All right. You make the Hill Pear Inn. As you approach it,
How much time do I got before sundown?
real close.
I probably will not go into the inn then.
We'll give you a scan roll.
Oh boy.
Someone give me a scan roll.
Someone.
You leave before us too.
I'll do a scan.
Do the scan.
Can multiple of us try for fun?
Sure, go for it.
I want to roll my dice tonight. I don't think I'll be good at it, but I want to roll them.
I got a 45. I'm pretty sure that's success.
Also,
yeah, no, I
regular
failed,
success.
but that's okay.
Yes,
I
that is a
tried.
Your
success.
successes if you have
Fuck.
successes.
I still haven't found my pencil. Motherfucker.
Well, I got 100, so
You don't know.
Oh, God.
You are entranced by Rue and how hot your soon-to-be husband is.
I do.
Oh,
It's just looking at the butt.
Yeah, you're just like
Got a
thinking
nice
of, like
butt.
you're thinking of wolf thoughts. Maybe, I don't know if we want to go down that road, but tonight is wolf night.
That's between the two of them and nobody
between
else.
the two of them.
She's pining because she won't be with me tonight. We have to.
That's
I gotta
right.
go into the woods and kill things.
Yep. She's like, man, gotta miss that tonight. Oh. The people who succeeded, you notice, there's some activity around the Hill Pear Inn tonight, more than last time you were here.
Like good activity or bad activity?
I don't know. There's activity. There's some wagons and shit, horses and whatnot.
What do these horses look like?
Hmm.
Four
Do-
legs,
do
a
you get-
tail, longish head.
Do we get any like nature from like the wagons? They're not like marked with like travel care, like I know there's that company that does like traveling
You
and
would
stuff.
The Locarnos cult pretty much handles the wagons, so they're So I mean, they all would be marked.
Oh, all
Yeah.
wagons. Okay,
All
I
of
thought
them
they
would be
were
marked.
specifically like.
Nope, all of them would be
Caravan
marked that way.
wagons.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well, shit. I don't like that. Like, it's this dangerous. I need to know if there's danger before I turn into a wolf.
I mean, I don't think you have much of a choice at this point.
But I need to know if I need to try to lurk in the woods outside of the inn or go off.
Be okay.
Hmm.
We have Bryn
Well,
and
I mean, it is-
Cascara. We're
it-
okay.
It is an
So
inn.
he's
There
worried about
should be
like
activity anyway.
here. Like, yeah. Why don't you go get settled in your process, and Sil will come with us, and we'll send Sil back.
Still also wolfs out.
Goes feral.
Yeah,
Mhm.
does she?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay, well, we'll go check it out, and I'll come back.
There.
Yeah.
hmm.
No.
Does it, if I have a really wolf night, does it look like there are things around this inn, like livestock, that I might come back and kill if I don't get far away?
Well, there's always livestock and stuff around the inn.
Uh-huh. Mhm. I love
So-
you. Be safe. I will find you in the morning. I'm gonna start running that way now.
Bye.
Oh, wait, does her? No? Is he? See?
I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
asked to
s-
watch.
That's right. Okay. All right. That's right. Cool. Just making sure he's okay.
I don't think he knows that I go feral on wild nights, though.
No, but okay, as long as he's aware that yeah.
You said you wanted to all get to know each other better, so here you go.
Yeah. this is
Aware
kinda
that
cool.
you are aware.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice,
All right,
Ken.
well then the rest of us will head towards
there it
the
is.
inn while they
Towards the inn? Okay.
yes.
Like family.
Yeah.
So you approach
Well,
the
that's
inn.
good.
You made your scan roll.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some major caravans in town.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely.
How recognizable are we at this point? Like we're not recognizable,
I mean, that would be
right?
depending on our reputation.
Like there are probably tons of other people that travel with a giant elk. Like
I mean, how many other groups do you is there like
I
A
think we're
6 foot
about to find
plus-
out.
Yeah, I was gonna say Descar's pretty enormous, and Arissa is also kind of distinct. She's like,
Yeah.
she's Arissa the Pale. She's like a waifish, convalescing Shalana Royger lady. Like,
Yeah. I mean, also how many other people ride an elk with movement runes?
do you know who might be kind of inconspicuous?
Kurt. Hey, Kurt, why don't you go? Yeah, Kurt, go find out what's happening. That's a great idea.
Yeah, Kerr, would
That's
you
a great
be
idea, baby.
Or would you be willing to kind of, some of us kind of stand out, people might have heard of us, would you be willing to kind of go into the inn and kind of scope out
Who's around?
who the company is there?
Who is there?
Yes. The type
Who's
Are there
who?
names?
What's what?
Are there people that I should be aware of that might be causing more problems?
Yay! Is that Blue?
Yes, that's
Hey,
Blue.
Cat.
No way.
He's gotten chunky.
Oh, sweet
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, he just wants to be loved, so he's just like, hey, pick me up. So
Mostly,
Yes.
Baby, baby.
mostly Lunars. We're worried if Lunars are here. Is there anyone else who would kind of,
Lunar sympathizers, Kangharl, and his
yeah,
ilk.
anyone who's kind of like pro-Lunar, I suppose.
Is the Hilparian? No, the Hilparian isn't part of Geos.
Not one of the geos. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
More mixed crowd.
all right, I'll go check out.
Yes, thank you so much, Kerr. Even if we don't have Lunars here, we still run the risk of being spotted, which might be okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and kind of check things out, listen, whatnot.
Check the vibe.
Yeah, see the vibe. Just see like who's hanging out. You know.
What are you three going to do?
We're just gonna hang out further, kind of down the road.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
wait.
See what's what.
Are you
What's
going to make an attempt to conceal yourselves?
Like a little bit. If there are trees and stuff, we'll stay kind of.
as best as
Yeah.
Des can.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
No roll necessary. You just say you hang back in the woods. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Kerr, you amble into the Hill Pear Inn. It is
Amble.
I'm like, gosh, is this a mistake? Should we put our trust and faith in him again?
This is good. Like he'll.
That's your Ermully.
We're already saying he's Brins.
Yes. She knows it in her heart, I believe, at this point, with a sense of defeat.
yeah.
And
She
weight.
just knows.
Just a
The burden of responsibility, she just knows.
just a shitty new brother.
Yeah.
It's coming
She's-
for her.
This is your asshole. You have two now.
I'm an only child.
you
Wait, who's the other one?
I've
have
always
you have an
wanted
asshole of your
one.
own. You have your
Oh.
own, and then you have this one, right? Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
I missed
So
that.
yes. So Kerr, the Hill Pear Inn is aptly named. You know this because you grew up in this area. There's a bunch of pear orchards around,
Oh,
Nice.
cute.
and it is it's summer, so they would be. When do pears ripen? I don't remember. I had a pear tree in my front yard my whole life, and I don't remember.
I think fall. I
Probably
believe.
fall. Yeah.
Yeah,
so they're
early
not-
early fall,
Early
late summer,
fall.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's when
so
all
you're
the
not-
hornets are super bitches and they love to eat the fallen pears.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that
I know
part
we
from
had,
my
I
front
had a pear
yard.
tree in my yard, a huge one. It was like a
Yeah.
freaking ancient pear tree. It was so big.
That's amazing. I did too, believe it or not. Like in my front
Really?
yard of my house. Yeah, huge pear tree.
In
Yep.
our backyard, we have.
My dad built a 3-story treehouse in it for us when we were little. And we tried to have a sleepover in it with the neighborhood kids once, and we were all in there, and it was like super awesome. And then earwigs just started pouring out of every fucking crevice, like from the ceiling and shit. And we were like,
So-
ah! And it was a nightmare.
That's
So I
horrifying.
The
had
treehouse was dope in
a,
the day, though.
I had, Jess threw up in it. Is that what you said?
No, the treehouse was dope during the day. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. I thought you said Jess threw up in it. I had a tree house as well. It was not in the pear tree though,
He never saw my
but
treehouse.
I made it into a like a little army fort because I was a kid. I was a little boy, and I had like this whole map thing in it, right? Like, and I had to do this big map, and I had all these like plans and stuff. And then it rained, right? And so like everything got very, very damp. But I was like, fine, like I can go out and play again on my thing. And earwigs had just like infested the map, and like it was like a legal pad. And I was just like, let me look at them, and they were just like out. And so I actually had the similar
We
experience.
both had pear trees, and we both have earwig treehouse.
I had no
incursion
friends. That was the
stories.
difference. But yeah, as part of the course of my life, I had no friends. So I was me alone as usual. So, so the Hill Pear Inn is surrounded by pear orchards, and it's all the inns in Sartor, they are such a way because they're mostly basically like little fortresses. It's white limestone walls kind of enclosing a couple buildings, which are like stables and a bigger building where like people stay. So there's
Mm.
goats and sheep and such a plenty running around, and chickens and geese, and
Victims.
bunch of like oxen and donkeys and so forth, because there are at least a couple of caravans here, and a couple of horses that aren't like draft horses. They're definitely riding horses. Could be a patrol, but they're not marked up. You know how like Lunars would mark up their horses. They're not Lunar horses. And it's getting towards night, but people are kind of like still like there's a lot of activity of caring for the animals and kind of going around as people get ready to like lock up for the night, sort of thing. And some kid who's like herding some geese in is like, "Oh, you coming in, sir?
Yes, thank you, young man.
Let's get in. They're going to be locking up soon. There's a raid. There's bandits about.
What? Bandits?
Aye, there was a raid. There was a raid on.
That was us.
Awful. When was this? Oh, thank God I got here then. I would have been. I don't want to think about it. But yes, thank you.
You're like, yes, I was one of the raiders.
It's like, I know the man. It is me.
Of course,
All right,
I know
so,
Ben Kenobi.
so you head in, and yeah, right. Well, dinner should be on. You just head on in, and just mind your business. There are some rough sorts about, but you should be fine.
No, I just want to go through, just get some food, maybe sleep for the evening. So it's a rough crowd then. Just
Just some Thanes and such out from Wilmskirk,
it's
patrolling the roads.
them patrolling the roads.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they? There are our roads.
Oh, okay. No, I was just thinking that you said they were rough folk. I thought they were implying that they were the bandits.
Well, they like to fight just like everyone else.
Well, thank you. I go inside.
Okay. Okay. You go in and you find that there's definitely some merchants and like caravan guards, and there's a table of probably about 5 or 6 very heavily tattooed. Everybody's tattooed, but these guys are like more tattooed Thanes. Like you guess, judging by the armor that they're wearing. Actually, I take it back. They're not wearing their armor, but they still have their swords. So they are some, definitely wealthy warrior type dudes who are kind of drinking bowls of wine and eating heartily and laughing.
How many of them?
I can say like you see 6.
I find myself over and I go grab myself at the bar and I get myself something to eat and drink, and then I find myself a corner.
Sure. You get some mutton stew, and you can get a bowl of wine. They have bowls, and yeah, you can grab a corner and just listen in.
Yes.
You can give me a listen roll.
We would do some damage to mutton stew right now.
Wonder if we should just plant a few about here. I'm not entirely unconvinced that Kurd.
Why is it not rolling?
Well, Kurd doesn't show up. It could just be Kurd, or he might be in trouble.
If he doesn't come back, did he just get drunk or is he getting his
Is he
ass
dead?
kicked?
Yeah. It's like we'll give him 10 minutes, and it's just like he's not coming out. Like he must be in trouble.
Okay, roll 23. Hey, just listen.
Yeah, just listen.
Are you?
Middle column under perception.
All right. So 25, and I rolled a 23. I'm good.
All right, so you overhear some of their conversation. So you overhear, fuck if I care who hits the borough column, but you know how the chief is. Always licking boots with them damn lunars, sending us out here patrolling the roads. I hate to talk like that. We don't know who's about. Pilker. He says he drinks more wine. You ask me, they had it coming. You know who they are. They've been killing our kind since before the sun came back.
This would also be a good spot for my peppers.
Oh no!
Pocket peppers.
Not wrong.
Listen,
I know.
the guy who's like the guy who was kind of trying to get him quiet. He's like,
One of those
"Listen,
guys sounds a little bit like he's sympathetic toward us.
I know how you feel, but the fact of the matter is, there ain't enough of us to do anything. There was 1,000 strong of them. What are we gonna do? It's over. Hey, it's not over till White Wolf falls. You think that's gonna be much longer? Let's hope it is.
God, I've heard this before. As long as our wider
As long as our whiter stands. Like, oh no, it'd be a real shame if something happened to the whiter.
Where's the whiter?
The whiter's the community spirit. So we had like a whiter back in our home that got destroyed, and it was like a white stag
Okay.
or black stag. It was a big stag.
Yeah, so now we have a whiter that's like the dragon.
The
That's
dragon is our new whiter.
Hmm.
Shavashak.
Well, our old whiter he's currently indisposed.
He's not
He's
dead.
still alive.
He's not dead. He's on
We
vacation.
moved him.
He's not
His
He's on
dead.
tree is
vacation.
dead.
Yes.
He's okay.
He's on vacation. Watch him be totally different by the time we bring him back. Watch him just be like a party boy, like Prince Ironhoof just like fucking ruined him.
Fair.
Comes back wearing puka
He
shells.
Yeah.
can't wait. He can't wait to leave because he has so many like spirit kids and like spirit baby mamas that he needs to get away from.
He's like, oh god.
They take
Stop
me
talking
back.
about him like this.
This is good to know.
So they go back and forth a little bit about the consensus. Basically, that what you're able to gather is that the part about the Brofalix getting attacked. The Lunars, the commanders of that, basically went to the chieftains of Whitewall of Wilmskirk rather, and were like, "Fucking deal with this. It's your land. We're not going to deal with this. We have somewhere to be." And so, kind of those chiefs have sent out and began patrolling more heavily in the area because the idea is that there are bandits now in the area. Some people are a little sympathetic, even within this conversation group. There are people who are like, you know what, we should fuck the Lunars. We should do something. And there are other people who are just like, yeah, but what are we going to do? It's over, man.
Times are changing.
Heavily armored dudes. We got to cooperate. Yeah.
1,000 dudes.
That's a lot of dudes.
Dudes. So, but it's pretty easy to tell that, like, I mean, these guys would notice you here, and you don't know if your rather distinctive comrades would catch any interest, and so this might not be the greatest place to stay tonight.
Maybe rough it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, good to know. So where's the pot of stew?
In the back, boiling and
He
being
just
cooked.
can't resist.
No, I can't.
He's like, there are no babies.
These peppers are burning a hole in his pocket.
So is it like one of those kind of like perpetual stews where they're just kind of adding
Yes.
stuff to it?
Yes.
Is there like so where I can see it from?
You can put on a delay. Just throw the peppers in whole. You don't even have to chop them up. It'll hit
No,
in a
Well,
couple
part of me
hours.
is like it's the kind of thinking like, is there like a prep table or something like that?
Yeah.
So like in essence, I don't even have to like make it look like anything. Like if there's like other peppers there, 'cause it
Vegetables,
looks
just put them
bad.
there with it.
Just like put them in there. So it's pretty much you just kind of put them in like some peppers. Like make it look like it's like blends in together. Already have it chopped up.
Sure. Let's see if you can do that unnoticed.
Like, yeah.
Just walk like you work here.
I do. I carry a ladder to it.
Just carry a ladder. Nobody asks you questions if you're carrying a ladder.
All right, let me see.
I guess like a hide roll would be what you want to do here.
Clipboard.
Conceal
Yeah.
Let me see what that is.
or is that slight?
Conceal is slight.
Eh,
Is slight. Hold on a minute. Let me look up the actual skills in the book.
Yeah.
Conceal
Yeah.
makes me think it's like hiding a weapon or something on your
Mhm.
person.
I mean, these peppers might be a weapon. We don't know yet.
True.
Prepare.
you don't know.
corpse.
Maybe they're actually like healing peppers. You never know.
Magic peppers. Yeah, you didn't ask the person that knows an assload about plants.
So, all right.
Nope.
So conceal.
I think it's more fun that way.
Conceal allows an object to be concealed that may be only found with a search skill.
Okay.
Nope.
So that's like hiding something.
Because pretty much I want to kind of like in essence I want to put it someplace where it's not.
All right. So sleight would be sleight of hand, like if you want to do a sleight of hand trick while being watched by other people. So my thought process though is if you can do it without being noticed, right? That would be hide. Because you're trying to like do this without people noticing
Or
you doing it.
disguise.
Disguise
trying to
too.
blend in.
If you want
Yeah.
to try to blend in, I'll give you that one too.
Just like I work here, like just
Or just I'm just contributing to the pot. I've added an onion to contribute from my travels.
Left in
that guy
chat
pissing in the
suggests
stew again.
move
He's fucking
quietly.
pissing in the stew.
What'd you say, Sarah?
Because it's like
Let me see. what we
Left,
got.
yeah,
Yeah,
left in chat suggested potentially move quietly, but
I think, yeah, I think so. I think here, I think slight. If like slight would be if someone's watching you. So we're gonna do this. If you, I'll give you disguise, okay, to just kind of like blend in. All right.
Yep.
And then if you fail that and someone notices you, you're not going to be 100% sure, but you can try slight to see if they don't see you like putting something in there.
Yep. And then I can use fast talk.
Then you can fast talk your way out of it, right? But yeah, go for disguise
There's
first.
layers of failures that have to go.
This
for
is like
plan.
layers.
It's
This is
garbage.
layers and layers and layers. All right. I
Imagine
will
if you
do-
prevent, you're like, no, they're delicious, and then he just puts one in his mouth, like
It's
and
like-
like a
like-
fucking mad lad without wincing, just
Frying.
chews it and swallows
Yeah.
it inside
Yes. No, but to
screaming.
say, like, I will do that. Like, if I have to. Like you eat it.
He's like, no, they're delicious.
He's like, all right, guys, I probably
Eat 'em all
got
the
5 minutes
time.
before these things hit in. All right, can I hold it together before it happens?
Then he goes outside and he's just like, oh!
Ah! Okay, so
Sorry,
you said
Rainy.
there
He's
was
gonna get to that
added
scream and he's gonna be like, fuck.
to the runes that like add a bonus because unfortunately I only have I don't have anything in there. I just have a modifier of 5.
Yeah. So
Even for disguise, isn't that good?
Yeah. depending
No,
on
it's I don't have anything for disguise.
depending on
Okay.
what your passions are, or
I mean, one option too as well. I could just charm the guy and just say, "Hey, you know what? This is a really good kind of thing, but if you really put these peppers in right here, I feel like they'll really make things."
You can do
like
that too. You can do
Yeah,
that too.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
I'm
enjoyed
gonna
the
add-
hospitality at this inn so much. I'd like to put a little contribution forward for the stew.
strengths.
A little extra right there too as well. They're probably gonna know that it's me, but fucking
You're like, I'm never
I'll
coming
remember
back.
afterwards. Yeah. Wait,
All right, so to do a bonus just in case.
up to you.
My luck
choice.
is bullshit. How would I do that?
So you can use a rune or a passion to augment.
And
How
those
do I
are
do
your
that?
first.
You
characters.
roll under the rune score or the passion that you're using. You get to choose. If you roll under, you succeed, and with a regular success, you get 20% added to the skill check that you're making.
So on your first character sheet, there should be like a section of power, right? That says like one beast. You could pick one of those, or like the elemental runes. Those probably don't apply actually.
Okay, so if I do, let's say, for example, disorder, I
Yeah.
roll under
Absolutely
there.
apply 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you
Yep.
would roll and you would
Yep,
try
so you
and
roll under
under.
your disorder. If you get under, then you can. It increases your chance of success by 20%, basically.
No.
Oh no!
Wow. Insane.
You
Yeah, I
how
have an
did you-
80.
You do have a reroll.
Right,
if you'd like
so
to.
Yeah, you do have a reroll if you want to
Let's
take
do a
it too.
reroll. I really
Yeah.
want to make this work.
Okay. There,
All right, I made it this time for the.
Okay. What did you roll under your 80?
So I rolled a 47.
Regular success.
I get it.
If you
Right,
ever
so-
roll less than 20% of what you need to hit, let them know, and less than 5%.
Yep.
That's
you get,
like
you,
that's how you get like criticals,
yeah,
basically.
you get more. All right, so you can add 20% now. You've augmented with your rune, so you can check your disorder rune too if you want to.
Put a little check mark next to
to
it when
make-
we
to
level up.
see if it
You'll roll
goes up.
to increase it.
Yep.
Okay, one second. Just put a little mark next to there.
And now disorder and harmony go hand in hand. So if your disorder goes up, your harmony will go down. So just that's how those
which
ones
is
work.
how Arissa has an 8
Yeah.
in her
Has an
disorder
8.
rune.
Wow.
Yes, but
That makes
you
sense.
now
though.
get to add 20% to whatever your charm skill is.
Okay, cool.
So now if you have like a 50 charm skill, now you have a 70, and you try to roll under that.
So definitely under the So I rolled that. So adding the 20, it goes to 95.
Oh.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's a critical.
All right. So what do you say to the cook?
So I go in there and I just kind of act like, listen here, I am a forager out here too as well. I'm really grateful for you and your staff here too as well. I got to get out of here. I'm so grateful for the men in arms that we have here, keeping us safe here too as well. Here are these, and I probably make up a mushroom or some sort of pepper that somewhat looks like it.
These are poblanos. They're really
These are
nice.
poblanos peppers. I found these poblanos peppers, and I really think they'd go really well with the stew that you have here.
Poblanos, the bitches pepper.
Mhm.
I say loving poblanos. It's me. I'm bitches.
I have a funny story to tell about Cayantes and tacos after stream, but yeah, okay. He's like, oh yeah, right. Oh, I've heard of these, right? Yeah, these are supposed to be really good, right? Okay, so I just chop them up and put them in, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah. Much better cooked than raw. Don't bother with them
Oh,
raw.
Yeah, about to say cook it. Yeah, about to say chop them up really good. You know, pop them in there, let it stew in there for a little bit too as well. Here's a coin. Actually, here's a couple extra coin. Something for everyone around the house. Everyone on the house.
Yeah. Free stew. Yeah.
Rounds. You know.
Money.
Love you
Well,
guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll make sure everyone gets it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
God, I wish Bryn was here. It's like, oh, so Kirk can be charming when he wants to be.
Oh yes, I can.
So you
Oh,
return.
yes.
You return to. You
I feel
find,
like we
Go ahead.
see a little bit of younger Celadon in him.
But you just like come back and like.
Next sacred time, we got to be like, Kerr, there's someone you have to meet.
So
Oh, yeah, totally.
we can't go there.
So we can't go there. In fact, we have to
But-
leave quickly.
But I kind of want to watch a little bit. You guys go ahead.
No, well, we're gonna have to find just somewhere close by to camp so that Rue knows where to find us. Did something happen
Oh, that's a
inside?
good idea. Oh yeah. So unfortunately, they are guards. They're going to the roads. They're keeping things, you know,
Safe
tight.
and
So
orderly.
safe and orderly. So I don't think it'd be safe because you stick out.
Thank you,
I took
Kirk.
care of it though.
What do you mean you took care of it?
Took care of it.
The look he had on his face when he came back.
I took. Everybody's like, ah.
Thank you, Kerr. Rue and Sil will be able to find us wherever we go. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to worry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get off. Oh, God. Just looking at Kerr's expression, just smiling from time to time.
It's a surprise. I don't know what's gonna happen.
The surprise tool that we could use later.
And about an hour and a half later, the screaming
Yeah,
stopped.
I was just gonna say, yell out if you need us. We won't go too far yet, but we'll start heading out.
I mean, it's nighttime by now, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they should be kicking in any minute now.
Yeah.
How far were you from the place?
I don't know. Like
I mean, we want to be far enough away to be
Kerr's like at a
unseen.
window. He's like,
oh, yeah, we could go see
Oh,
it,
there's a
so
specific.
probably like what, a couple 100 feet?
Yeah.
Not too far. Yeah.
I mean, it's warm enough because it's summertime that if you wanted to make a cold camp, you could. You don't need a fire or anything.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
oh, can't.
We'll do that. We do also want to be a little bit far just in case. We'll move a little bit farther out just in case.
Sure. Fair
I
enough.
would say they do have patrolling guards, so it would not be a good idea to.
Fair. Okay. You guys head out. Rue,
I found the meme I was thinking about.
in the meantime, you have stepped off into the woods and wolfed out.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna be trying to get
Yes.
some rune points back on this minor holy day of
That works too.
Blep, that is literally what I just put in chat. That is
Yep.
literally what I just put in there. I'm so glad someone else had the same vision.
Meme queening.
Let's go.
So all right, so you wolf out. How are we doing to see if you were? What were we doing, man versus wolf, right? To see
Yeah,
man
to see
versus.
if I can retain enough cognizant thought to direct my behavior toward non-wolf Telmore purposes.
Let's do that.
I have never succeeded.
Yeah, and for John Malcolm says within screaming distance. That's how close we are.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so you. I mean,
97. Man,
okay. So you wolf out.
which I need to do Telmore shit though, so probably should have had
It's okay.
wolf on that.
I'm
But
not going to give you a bonus. It's just I think of that more of like how much do you remember and how much can you
if
actually
I'm gonna
like,
go back for them
Yeah.
sheeps or not.
right, exactly. Are you you're going to do something that you're going to regret in the morning? Basically, is the way I
Yeah.
look at it. Like, are you going to eat the the trollkin?
Yeah.
So all right, you head off to be Wolfie, and you're like remarkably cognizant of your wolfness more so than you usually are.
Good. This is cool. Man, it's too bad we're in the I need my rune points, but I also want to find and shake down wolves for information about the sharpest teeth. Like I do every time I travel.
You do some howling and you don't get any return howls though, so probably aren't any around.
I was gonna say we're also only like
Yeah.
edging out from our home,
You're
so like the
Pretty
wolves
close,
are-
yeah. You're pretty close to also like pretty inhabited areas. Like it's not that wild around here.
Yeah.
Even
the
though it's
other,
wooded.
the closest Telmori to here are probably the Telmori that live in the Vale.
Yep.
Okay,
But there
I'm
are
gonna
other
do
wolves.
some
There are other like
ritual
wolves
hunting.
around. But okay. All right. So to do that, that would be a worship
Worshiping.
roll. Yep. So now I will say I will allow you to augment since Telmor's hunting. I will allow you to augment your worship roll with like hunting skill if you want to,
Ooh.
because that would be like the worship act that you perform.
Hmm.
My hunting skill is actually not amazing. I don't think I'm gonna augment that. Let me see if there's something else I might want to augment it with.
Hunting would be survival, but I'd give you like I guess I could give you track too if you really wanted to.
My track is significantly better than my survival.
Mhm.
I will
It's
take
up
the
to you.
track augment.
Okay. All right.
That I would take. Find a trail, hunt it down.
Mhm.
Okay, success for the track augment.
Okay. Check it. And then you get to add the 20 to your
Let's get some rune
Worship.
points, baby! Regular success. Thank God I augmented. I would have failed
right.
that actually.
So it is a minor holiday. So bear with me a second to figure out how many you get back. Rune cults. No, it's going to be rune magic. I'm sorry. Rune magic. Fantasy rune points. So, minor holiday. Success at worship roll. 1d6 points restored.
Five, which is more than I have.
There you go. So you have you catch scent. So you're huffing it through the woods, you and Sil. And
Snuffle,
it's
snuffle,
snuffle, and you're running low to the ground, and it's like that feeling that you've always felt like that as you're running, you catch scent of what do you want to catch scent of? What do you think you catch a scent of to hunt down?
I think something a little dangerous this time. Maybe a boar.
There are boar
Yeah.
around here, so that's fair. So you catch the scent of a boar, and so you begin hunting it, thinking of that boar you fought and talked to, like
Hairy
kind of just in the
head,
back of your mind. Yeah, hairy head. But you as you run and you hunt, you get that feeling of other wolves that are there hunting with you, in spirit at least. And sometimes you
Wolves
think
have
you
come
can.
before.
Sometimes you think you can see or hear them like out of the corner of your eye. You can smell them. You can see like a wolf in front of you, or you can feel the companionship certainly of them around you as you and Syl hunt down this boar. It is a tough old boar. Actually, no, a tough young boar. It is a angry kind of young boar.
Put up a fight.
And he puts up a fight with you guys, but you're able to take him down and you feast on him. And as you do, and you're feasting on some nice pork loin, raw, and you look up, and there's a big wolf kind of standing all the way up to the sky, just like standing, like it looks like he's standing at the edge of the clearing, but he like towers up to the sky, looking
Townmore came to my kill.
down at you as you're eating this boar, and then you feel like that power flow back into you.
Cool.
And you feast, and then in the morning you wake up, naked and curled up with Syl.
Full.
Full. Meanwhile, at night, back at the camp,
I don't
we go
have
back
any
in time,
clothes hidden around like I usually
you
do in
don't.
places
Usually
that I
you have-
live.
butt ass naked, walking back.
Awesome. I don't remember where I left my clothes.
You're probably with Bryn, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
My clothes in my pack, yes. The clothes I was wearing when I just ran into the woods.
Oh,
They're gone.
Oh, see,
forever.
I thought you just got naked. That's what I thought.
No, he's still a little shy in public.
He's got to get over that one. You need woad. You can just paint yourself blue, and no one would even notice. They just be like, "Oh, it's an Orlanthi, whatever."
It's just some blue guy.
Some blue guy happens all the time around here. As you guys sleep, you're like 300-400. You're a ways away, but Kerr, you're particularly trying to pay attention to this. So I imagine you're like watching the inn. You see a couple people like kind of like stumble out into the woods, like.
One guy's just shitting and crying. He's like, it's still burning.
I feel like I should remember what those peppers look like for future.
Yeah, you just note that down. I'll give you that.
So is it more
Every
like
time you increase plant lore or survival, it is pepper related.
He just becomes a pepper expert.
He's like, this soothing oil stimulates the hair follicles so you can grow back your hair if you're bald. It's poison ivy.
Yes.
Just fucking.
She's like, even worse. She's just like, this ointment will help you feel like a young man again. You just need to rub it on the affected area. So it's just like, oh.
Well, in that case,
Does it look like it's a very
Oh, God.
spicy? Is it because it looks like it's very spicy? Is it just more bowel discomfort that's going on?
It's like the horrible diarrhea is what they are having.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of bummed out by that.
He's
Yeah.
like, diarrhea is not as fun as horrible spice.
But it sounds like it sounds like it burns coming out.
If you
Okay.
are actually literate, you should have like a little notebook where you keep track of peppers.
I feel like
You're
it's
like,
not a bad
no,
idea. I'm like,
peppers. He's like, the shits. Not so much lava though.
Yeah, kind of disappointed. Where and then I draw I have like a very detailed picture, like description of it, like that way I kind of know for future reference that. So I'm looking for a spicy pepper.
On a side quest, find the spiciest pepper.
All right. You hear that throughout the night. It's a bad night for the people at the inn who ate the stew.
Like, sorry, not sorry, guys. I thought it would be funnier, but
This is like
Yeah.
in
Yeah, about to say like the sounds they hear. Is like, I'm sorry, guys. I expected more screaming rather than the sounds of diarrhea. My bad.
that one's on me. My bad.
I mean, there's always next time, but I want to take.
On the way back,
responsibility
I'll
for
try
this.
again. I'll do better.
But I will
Like,
try
stop.
again to make sure that I do better.
Dude, very glad he did not put that in the morning porridge.
Yeah.
Extra glad. At least some of us can handle spice, but like, oh man.
Arissa would be bedridden.
My insides are outsides.
Can't help but hear some of this because you probably hear Kerr chuckling as he hears this.
So-
Okay,
Arissa
Kurt, did you
just
give dysentery to the entire inn? No.
No, not dysentery. That would kill
You're not
them.
there, Rue.
You're about to say, yeah, you're being a wolf.
Arissa just kind of slowly sits up, sees the scene, sees Kurt laughing, and she just goes, "What just took care of the mean Kerr?"
I don't know.
What happened in there?
Oh, I found some what I hope were spicy peppers, and I gave them to the cook.
You know, you could have asked me to confirm what they were, right?
I could have.
Okay.
Could have.
Okay.
I could have.
And then she just lays
But you
back down
didn't.
and rolls
Yeah.
over, just blanket over the head.
You as you do, you're like, and then this.
Whoa!
It's just like
The sound of a chunky stew being blasted out of an air cannon.
she just like reaches one hand out and puts it on her bag, and then Shavashak just mentally hears her say, "Do you hear this? Are you suffering with us?"
Shavashak is like, please stop.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm trying to meditate and ignore it.
She just gently does a little pap pap of the orb and tries to go back to sleep.
In the morning, a naked Rue rejoins you.
I'm gonna bring back some boar if there's any left.
I'll go out
Yes,
too to meet.
there's-
him a little
there's
bit. I'll
definitely
walk
some
out
boar
in the
left.
evening.
Bacon.
Oh, you
More
got
bacon.
killed. Good. Good night.
It was actually. It was a really good one. Telmar came to my kill.
That's good. That's good.
Maybe it's a good sign. Maybe things are gonna go well in Spawn.
I hope so. I hope so.
Did you bring any pants with you?
Sore spot close for you.
Thanks.
Or at least a big blanket, but probably close. So.
Rejoin the group. Move a bit. Make breakfast a little farther away. Continue on.
You all notice that there's not as much activity going on at the Hilparian this morning as there were last night.
Oh.
They're like,
Especially late
don't
last
go
night.
there anymore.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do
you know,
notice.
As when once they're all
Oh my
on
god,
the
the
road,
smells Rue must be smelling from the inn as he's coming
Syl-
down. What the fuck is
yeah,
happening?
you sell it, but Syl is just kind of like Syl's ears go down, and she looks at you, and she's just like,
She's like, breathe through your mouth, brother.
she's like, yeah, she goes, there was much sickness there last night.
God. I hope everything's okay at camp. Everyone's okay at camp, right?
oh, everyone's fine at camp.
Yes,
In
we're
the
fine.
distance at the inn, you can see like, you don't know, maybe as an innkeeper thing. It's just a guy because you're far away, but he's kind of like walking very like
Waddling.
bow-legged. Yeah, just
Waddle
kind
of
of
shame.
like there's a lot of like pain
Trying
back
not
there
to
this
chafe.
morning. Yeah, it is kind of like walking
Oh my god.
somewhere in the front, just kind of like, oh.
What? Ew, look at Kerr.
Those are me.
What me? Then he looks at Bryn.
I think it's time to hit the road.
This is good. This is good. Yeah, let's get out of here before. Let's just get away from the smell. Ugh.
There are guards in there.
Ugh.
I'm eager to see my grandma. Let's get going.
So thankfully, whatever Kerr did cuts down on the amount of patrols around for you guys. So you're able to head up into the
You're
hills
welcome.
and get to spawn. Takes you the rest of the day, but you're able to get to spawn no problem.
Cool. Is it a
Um,
disaster or an ambush?
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say before we get
Cool.
there, maybe we should.
Yeah, we should approach with caution. We approach like it could be a trap.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So I mean, you've been here before, so it's a really nice area. That area. Send me a message. Hold on a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely, Sarah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, don't want to interrupt stuff. So
No. It's a very nice valley. Salmon actually like go up into that lake, and they catch the salmon. That's why it's called spawn.
I
Yeah,
was
that's why
gonna
it's
say
called
get
spawn. And they
bear
are
gets the salmon.
one of the other names of the Anjasi is the Stone Leaper clan. So because they jump on stones and like catch the salmon when they come up the streams.
Oh my God, that's why it's called Spawn, right?
Yes, that's exactly why it's called
That
spawn.
makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
They come here.
So you, I mean, scouting it out, you don't see like a bunch of troops or anything like that.
People don't look like they're under duress or anything.
Look
So
like
okay.
normal activity. I mean, give me wisdom or an intelligence.
Yeah, trying to look at
check.
faces and like body
Yeah.
language and stuff.
Give me a wisdom check. We'll call it that. So
We
5
don't have
times.
wisdom.
I was like,
Oh yeah, wait, you don't we? Do we? What do we have?
like
Too many
Earth?
RPGs.
Yeah, we do.
Is that an Earth?
No, I'm not gonna call it Earth Rune. I would call it
System creep. Maybe it's a soulful skill, like
no, to be just give it a call it an intelligence check then. Int times 5.
I am
Yeah,
pretty
just do
smart.
that. Just do that. That's fun. Too many systems, too many games. And it's
What
been too
was
long
the,
since we played RuneQuest.
Sorry, what was the role you were trying to figure out?
Special.
Wisdom before, but
I was just trying to figure out like kind of like a wisdom check version of it. Could have been power, but I think
The
intelligence.
other, the other alternate would be insight own species, but that's a little.
Insight. I don't think you need to go that deep for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rue.
Special.
Okay, so you have spent a lot of time around like kind of like very tense situations in the last. It hasn't been a real good year, right? so you have some very glowing memories of like idyllic town and valley life, right? And how like everyone was kind of like, hey,
stress.
and then you have like stress of like running in a camp and like living rough in the wilderness and like the stress of not having a home. So like how people operate under stress and tension, and so it's not awful, but you definitely detect some tension in the peeps.
Okay, people are a little frustrated, people are a little tense. Okay.
Yeah, there's some tension in the air.
All right. It looks clear, at least. Let's go say hi.
So you remember from Dess's wedding and from being here before, Tarkan, son of Tarkalar, is a chief of Spawn. He's a younger guy in his like very early 20s, like 23, 24. He stepped down. He stepped down from his dad, took over. He took over from his older dad, who was Londath Longjump, who's still around, but just kind of retired. But yeah, Tarkan is the one who greets you. Or actually, you're taken to Tarkan.
Yeah, we hail
in his
folks
hall.
go to see the chief.
Yep. Hail, see the chief.
Custom.
Yep. So thank you. Got your message. You got the message. Right. Come. The chief's going to want to see you. And
Right.
You are escorted into his hall. They do kind of look at Kerr, but don't ask questions. Just bring him along. And you are greeted.
He's always been here.
Yeah. You have a long, the kind of like the fire in the main hall. Not really on right now because it's kind of hot. It's summertime. So like the windows are all open and like the kind of like the tapestries are blowing in the wind as they try to get a nice breeze coming through because it's hot down here. But the chief, Tarkan's like, right, come in before it starts raining because it's kind of a heavy oppression in the air. Like it feels like it's gonna start thunderstorming in any minute here.
Rain.
Yeah, and we'll get you some mead or some clear wine.
yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take either.
Clear wine.
I'll take
How have you
both.
been?
Our fortunes have been up recently.
We've heard. Well, I heard that there was a big battle at the bridge, and a whole bunch of lunars, including a witch, just disappeared.
Shame.
Where
He
is
just gets
like,
this big smile.
We just
And he's
big
like-
smile back.
I
yeah.
knew it. And then I heard someone had enough balls to hit the Burl Regiment.
You wouldn't believe.
He like slaps
Yeah,
his knee and he's like, I knew it. I knew it. Anyway, it's good you're here. I'm sorry you didn't bring more troops. We're probably going to need some help.
Oh,
We're having trouble.
Gonna call for more.
Tell us.
It's elves.
Oh.
They're killing the outlying, raiding the outlying farms, killing the cattle, burned a couple people alive.
What brought this on? Has there been any changes recently to provoke them?
Well, we were doing some. One of my cousins, he went to Johnstown to the Lankor Mai temple, and we were reading through some old scrolls. And this land, just like your land, your Val, when you were there, and you will be there again, it belonged to us even before the dawn and even before the dragon kill. Our clan and our ancestors lived here. We fled when the dragons burnt the land, just like everyone else. And when we came back, we resettled. But according to the records that my cousin found, our land was much bigger than what we've resettled on.
And the elves disagree.
So we've started reclaiming some of it. You could say there's a disagreement. I think we'll stop there.
Yeah, Rua's like, fuck, now is not the time to start picking fights with other natives of Sartar.
Yeah.
It's like, we need the elves to help kill the lunars. Okay, it's okay. We're really good at convincing things that seem like enemies to be our allies. We just got to bring that energy again.
Yeah, we'll stop there. That's enough of the situation to start with.
Tarndisi was
Yeah.
a dryad, not an elf, right?
I have.
Or
that
were there
written
elves
down.
with her?
Who? I'm sorry?
Tarndisi?
Oh, Tarndisi? Tarndisi was a dryad, but
Yeah.
Glantha is very, very different in that dryads and elves
Oh, no.
are all like basically like tree people.
Okay, so yeah, I think it was elves that escorted me to her.
You were the
I
only
have had
person here who's
brief
ever
interaction with
actually
elves.
met elves. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
How did this happen? I don't remember this.
She's the big tree spirit that I went to and
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
asked for information and stuff in my quest to
Yes.
get rid of the lunars who will fell the forests and build their temples and despoil our
So,
land.
and that was a really good sell because the Lunars are famous for burning an entire forest in a war with elves. They just
Yeah,
fucking
he was
burned
like,
the whole thing.
listen,
Yeah.
let's help each other. They will pillage this land.
But so you guys would know about this because you natives to Glorantha. Dryads are the tree spirits, typically are the more powerful, revered members of the elf community because elves are basically like living trees. There are ones that go to sleep in the wintertime because they're like deciduous trees, and there are ones that stay awake through the winter because they're like pine trees. And then there are like little swamp guys and stuff too. You don't really know that much about them. Yeah,
I want to be a
but
little swamp guy.
but basically elves are plants. So like dryads would be like give birth to other elves or like be looked at as a mother figure. It's not like the Tolkien-esque kind of like idea of elves. I'm saying this also for Chris's, benefit because he's new to this. But yeah, elves are trees in Glorantha.
They're
Cool.
trees.
Cool.
Yeah, they're very and they're
As a
very
lover
much
of the
along-
forest and nature, already sort of against beefing with the elves.
Yeah, they also are like to go to like the things that Amber likes. They are like the sort of like beautiful but will fucking kill you, like for fucking with their
Hell
woods,
yeah.
like vibe too. Yeah.
Also don't wanna. Yeah.
There's always another way.
Listens so much to his mother. Yes.
He is an Earth Temple boy all the way.
Yep,
70%
he really
Earth
is.
Rune, raised by
Yeah.
mom.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
as Cernibus says, there are actually living fungus elves too.
Hell yeah.
Little mushroom dudes.
Mushroom dudes. Yep.
Oh,
Welcome.
My
So
kind
yeah,
of people.
that's it for tonight. We'll pick up another time. Good night,
Succulent
John.
elves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my turn to wrangle in the cats again. Thank you everyone so much for joining us for this week's episode of DMs After Dark. If you like what we do, you can follow us here on Twitch. We go live every other Saturday at 7 p.m.-ish EST. You can follow us on all of our socials, which I just posted there, as well as our YouTube channel, where VODs of all of our streams are uploaded pretty quickly after they go live. You can also check us out on any podcast app worth its salt, where you can get audio-only versions of it if you prefer that. You can also Check out Rainy's stuff at his podcast, Rainy Plays Games. He's had a lot
Nailed
of really
it.
cool interviews recently. So absolutely worth checking. Jayen, thank you for the 1,000 bits.
We
Oh,
got bits.
we got the 1,000
Bits?
bits in one
Holy
drop.
shit.
Nice.
What are bits? What do they do?
They're like little Twitch tips, basically.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much,
That's super
man.
sweet of you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that just like threw my brain off. That's super sweet. I plugged it earlier, but you can join our Discord. Our Discord is fucking poppin'. We
You
have
can
a
go watch Sinners and then talk about it on our Discord.
lot of great people, a lot of
Monday.
great channels.
It's coming out
Yes.
direct to video on Monday. Yeah, so I'm gonna watch it Monday.
And I have been, as per requests, updating the roles that you can tag yourself in. So keep an eye on that channel because whenever someone asks for one, by the time I get home, I will do it because that's been a lot of fun. Is there anything else? You could email us at dmsafterdark@gmail.com. Questions, comments, conspiracy theories. Normally I would say pet pics, but that's now in the Discord. The pet channel is
Really awesome.
incredible. It's lit. It's everything I could have dreamed of and more, and is my favorite place in the Discord. So with all of that said, have a good night, everyone. And until next time, determine what peppers you have in your hand before you put them in your stew.
Or
Good night,
before you
everyone.
jork it.
Determine the nature of your pepper.
Or before you jork it.
Good night, everyone.